talking about, but like, can they get plants down? Can
Halo
they actually
guys.
make this thing work? They're gonna
Ya
go
apa nih
for it
agent baru,
right off the
agent
bat,
baru
I
guys.
think. That's the wrong ability. There's Wingman coming out.
Oh agent baru ini Gecko cok.
Honestly, I just want to see him go try to plant.
There you
Look
go.
at him, there, he's adorable. Bloop, 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 bloop. Oh, no! Not Wingman.
Itu apaan guys?
Lotus is great for, you know, the B plants. It tends to be a little scarier, right? Like you kind of put
Guys,
the body on the line.
agent baru cok, Gecko cok anjir, bisa ngeplan. Molly, skill 1 Molly.
Yeah.
Skill 1 Molly, terus skill 2 tadi apa? Buat ngeplan ya?
Looks like there might be a little bit more tweaking to the strategy right off the bat.
I want to see him succeed, though. I'm going to be really disappointed if he just dies every round.
Oh,
No, I'm still gonna.
okay. Sini going through as well. It's 3v2 right now. They're trying to recover.
Mimi bos, 3 kill nih bos, Mimi bos.
Spike is down.
Guys, udah live kan, udah live kan?
You see how it's not just okay.
Gua lagi pesen makan sih, gua lapar banget, nggak kuat gua cok.
And you get a free round
I'm
win.
so hungry guys,
There's a
cuma makan
danger
tadi
to
makan
it.
sekali doang.
And Ryan, I know you mentioned this somewhat in the interview previously, but I want to just go ahead and talk about it again. This is perfect timing. So, explain to me how that works. Wingman dies.
Apaan itu
and then I
anjir?
saw a little
Agent
fog.
barunya lucu banget ya. Gua bakal pakai kayaknya dah. Oh, pakai Oni bundle guys.
How does this work?
Yeah, so when Dizzy, Wingman, or Thrash, they die, shot, or time out, they'll turn into this little globule, like a dormant
Gila keren
version
banget
of
nih.
themselves.
Good word.
Itu apaan cok, apaan lebih lagi?
I had to practice that one. And yeah, so they can reclaim it, you grab it, you got 10 seconds, and you can cast it again.
Oke. Terus skill 1-nya Molly guys, skill 1-nya Molly. Skill 2-nya mengaplan. Skill 3-nya apa cok?
Yeah, absolutely. I think what we're going to see on Gecko is there's a lot of different pacing, like I was kind of mentioning earlier.
Yeah.
There's going to be a lot of stuff you see where the defaults become stronger, or you know, working with your team to get those reclaims. The longer you can last, the stronger you're going to be.
Dia inisiator kan?
And you saw actually FRT there try to use Dizzy to clear some space out of A main. And it didn't quite work out.
Ini flash nih.
Dizzy.
Here he goes again. So what is he doing right there? Is it scanning? What's going on? Because there's a noise going on at the same time.
Yeah, so as soon as
Apaan
Dizzy
itu,
comes
Jok?
out, kind of activates, you'll see these little like energy radiant tentacles come out, start scanning. As soon as it sees an enemy,
apaan tuh yang mati tuh?
it will fire off a plasma blast.
So there's a recon element to it.
Sure.
That's really strong, it feels like.
That is really strong. Mimi's really strong too. Let me ask you this. I also just saw as Dizzy.
Apaan sih cok? Ini agent baru cok, lucu banget dah. Ntar gue bakal nge-review juga kok guys. Gue bakal review juga guys nanti guys.
So there is some of that to it, right? You can bounce it off the wall to get cheeky angles.
Yeah, you can kind of mix it up. It's so Dizzy is able to get shot, 20 HP, almost any gun one shots it. I think every gun one shots it.
Sure.
So you kind of want to style it, you know, like you want to try different ways of throwing it.
Flash bang, itu flash tadi guys. Flashnya gimana sih? Gue nggak ngerti dah. Aneh bet cok.
Or you know.
Ini ngebug ya, jadi bilang ngebug nih. Biasa ngebug nih kalau begini. Tuh kan ngebug tuh nih cok.
Oh, he's coming back.
Ini ngebug ya, sabar.
Both of the Dizzies.
Bintang
I want to
bantu
see what it looks like when you get
aku.
gooped. When you get globuled. Show me the POV of that.
Flash cairan slime-nya bang.
Surmata did the Omen TP as Dizzy was going. That was sick.
Ini ngebug nih cok,
And he actually avoided Dizzy entirely, the enemy's Dizzy.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna start naming.
Guys, masih ini nggak? Masih coming soon nggak guys?
Defense side Dizzy. I'm getting Dizzy.
Gue gak ngerti deh skillnya, gue belum ngerti cok. Gue mau lihat cok skillnya, walaupun gue bakal review juga, tapi kayak masih ya.
No Gecko action for the rest of this round. But FRT do need it. They need a round here.
Oh udah nanti udah kalau udah bener guys, bisa guys. Suka ngebug ya mas, cok. Anjing skill apa? Lucu banget cok, ini agent barunya guys.
Actually insane how stacked these rosters are. Ooh.
Funny part is I thought we were going to have some fun with this show match.
They're too good, man.
They're too good, and I don't think you can with the crowd like this. See that? Oh!
He's so weak. Two. Oh, but I don't think he knows where he is. He's got their cash.
Duh, nice. Maksudnya masih mendatang bang. Sekarang udah kah guys? Sekarang udah kah?
And there you go.
Oh damn.
All because of the trade all the
Gue
way back.
pengen ngeliat si Tarik sama sini nih agent dari mana? Dari Brazil ya?
I know
FRT
that
ya?
this is supposed to be about Gecko, but I also just saw the Oni The Oni Katana.
Oh.
There it is.
And that's just so freaking sick, man. I will pay Riot right now from this desk. I need the Katana.
Yeah, that the team worked really hard on that.
Oh, dia muncratin ini, Cok. Skillnya skill ke 1, skill 2.
They absolutely killed. They spent so much.
Skill 3-nya apa, Cok? Kasihlah dong agent Gekko-nya dong, boleh dong. Nggak kelihatan agent Gekko-nya. Oh ini tuh, skill 1, skill 2, skill 3-nya apa? Ultinya apa nih?
Corsair jumps on the opportunity. So they can reclaim that now. And right. You can actually see a little red dot on the minimap as well.
Skill 3 planting sama diffuse.
Yeah, so one of the strengths of Dizzy is taking some of that staging ground. You have your other initiators like Breach.
Oh ini OP sih guys, jadi guys kalau bisa planting sama diffuse sih.
You're able to take these staging spaces and kind of have plays like this where you can grab it.
So I just saw it had a 10-second cooldown. Wingman just ran in to clear space for SK Rossi right there.
Loop, 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 loop.
Here we go.
Op still in the hands of Cena too. He's got blades and SK
gila men. SK Rossi di bos.
He's farming. Somebody stop this man.
Oh, he's going for it. Overheat.
Oh no, Mimi nge-kill SK Rossi guys. Mimi jago soalnya, Cok. Mimi pemain cewek yang jago banget ya hitungannya.
Yeah, one of the reasons why I love
ultinya apa ya? Ultinya gue penasaran ultinya, Cok. Belum live sekarang guys, masih belum live. Udah kocak. Anjir, Mimi jago banget, cuy.
Or from like crossing, you can cross space with it.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
It's Bella again against CNET again.
With the op though. 60 HP.
Surely not.
Now trust.
Pros don't fake.
Katanya keren banget, Cok, katananya guys. Guys, Oni bundle keren banget, cuy. Ini apa bang? Ini sebelum grand final guys. Kayak match gitu, match seru-seruan. Buat nge-review si Gekko tuh. Apaan tuh cuy anjir? Itu bulutnya apaan sih bisa diambil? Bisa diambil. Bisa diambil lagi tuh, OP banget cuy.
That feels fast to me.
That feels so fast. Surely you guys have stress tested this. How many dizzies can you get in a round?
Kok udah pada tahu sih? Jadi gue aja belum tahu guys. Emang udah ada leaknya ya?
Games was I think 7. Yeah, I counted this. I asked them. I said, "Hey, can you count how many you cast?" And we looked at the combat report, and it was 7.
Pankata in trouble as all of Tarek's team tries to take mid, and they harbor wall all the way through. Spike's not on Gekko right now, so.
Si Gekko penasaran, Cok. Tadi ada kan tadi ada di review sebelum ini, gue baru tahu.
Only if you have the Spike as Gekko.
Right, so to actually do the wingman plan,
gue bakal review juga sih guys. Kenal Paula.
Sorry, you have to have the bomb equipped. He takes it right off your back and runs with it.
So he can't pick it up. He can't like walk over it if it's down somewhere. No man's land. He can't walk over it, pick it up, and then plant it.
That's the scariest part. If you
there's 3 players to team. Sorry.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
What a thrash!
Gila Pankata boy.
I still don't. Yeah. Oh, give me it. Give him the end. Let's go.
Rambut keren bang. Halo Bos Aron. Gila, Cok, seru juga ya. Gila, kapan ya gue diundang main gitu ya?
That's the type of thing you want to see. SK Rossi went for it. Pankata again.
Yeah, we'll see if they try to do some more of those wingman plans because I think it is scary. You lose.
GG, Cok, ini seru sih. Gue bakal pakai sih kayaknya sih.
So I think they're kind of playing a little bit safe, but I'm sure we'll see.
Kalau match grand finalnya jam 1, kayaknya gue nggak full match, gak apa-apa guys ya. Besok gue pengen nge-gym pagian sih. Gue pengen nge-gym agak early, terus besok baru ada apa ya besok ya? Ada lah besok.
Yeah, we just saw
dari rasa cemburu. Mimi dapat 1 bro.
You do need to capitalize on it.
FRT just got his online.
Oh, pakai Oni semua dia.
Yeah, wait, what does he say? Well, we're not going to find out this round. Mimi once again just farming FRT.
Oh, that was my fault. It was the
besok udah di-spoilin Bang Mik. Oh, udah. Besok kita mau keluar aja.
What is the voice line?
For which?
The Thresh. What's the goal? Do you remember?
Oh, yeah.
All right, don't toss that.
Pankata panas banget, Cok.
I want to experience it for the first time.
Maz on the flank. Pankata again, I mean...
Yeah, but he's weak.
I mean, Mazza's good, but Pankata and Rossi, these guys are just playing in a tournament, okay? Let's see it.
There's no trust, Bala. You've got to trust.
He found him.
Look at him run.
Oh, no. That's good stuff.
Ih, gue penasaran coy aja ultinya guys. Ulti dong. Kapan dong? Tarik ulti. Oke, kayak ada ulti guys.
Omen players be like.
Sugetsu belum nge-kill anjir.
Yeah, I mean, Mimi is dominating. So many times I'm like, okay, FRT, you got a chance to do something. Mimi's just like, no.
Pause. We may get the thresh here from FRT. We'll see.
Bang, kapan kamu review bang? Tanggal berapa ya? Pokoknya bulan, ya bentar lagi sih.
Team is grouping. Uh-oh.
Oh my gosh.
Please.
Thrash gets 5 here. Thrash gets 5.
There he goes. Look at him go. Bloop, 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 bloop.
Clear space. So they're stunned because Wingman just saw them, right?
Right. So
lucu banget guys ultinya.
That cone did get concussed.
So it's a stun.
Yeah. Right.
Very similar to a fault line stun.
Oh, there's
Exactly.
Tarek's using Thrash. Tarek's using Thrash.
Look at him go.
Oh my goodness.
And there he went.
He hit somebody. I think Vela is detained right now. How long does that last?
It lasts 5 seconds.
So they got away. So that's relatively short. I mean, in comparison
Not
to
too
like
bad.
a lockdown.
Yeah, lockdown I believe is 10 seconds, so about half the time. You just have to follow up.
Dog, 5 seconds feels like an eternity when you're just sitting there. Like nothing you can do.
True, but also wait. Can you pick
Lucu
up
banget anjir nih hero, Cok. Lempar-lempar boneka terus, coy.
What?
You can. The only difference is you can only do it once.
Okay.
Thrash gets tired a little bit easier.
Okay. Yeah. So we're not talking about 7 ults in a round.
No, 7 ults in a round.
But that's still 2 ults in a round.
That's 2 ults
That
in
is
a
still a
round.
lot. That is still a lot.
That's like Jet getting refreshes. Essentially.
Gak usah nge-gym bang, bikin konten mukbang aja biar gemoy. Gak mau nge-gym besok pagi.
I mean, Team FRT is literally playing close plant right now. Oh, the defuse. Oh, my God.
Yeah, please try it. Please try it.
Where's the vision? He can't get vision of the
Oh,
ball.
he can't see it.
There it goes.
Yeah, go get him, buddy.
So what happened?
Oh,
No, ketarik.
Poor guy.
And just to be clear, we heard a defuse noise there from Wingman trying to defuse.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. So, yeah. So the way that Astro,
Gila, Cok, lucu banget. Bisa nge-defuse anjir.
The ball, the spike. As long as he's off the bomb site, he will stop defusing.
Yep.
And so he has to stay within the actual site itself to defuse the spike.
So it's essentially like a regular player trying to defuse there, for the most part.
Right. Yeah.
That's, I mean, okay. Somebody
Lucu banget, Cok, anjir, sumpah.
This is starting to get uneven right now.
Oh my gosh, he's 13-5.
Yeah.
I saw him today. He was feeling really good.
I mean, how
Kalau
could he
taruh di
not
atas itu
with
kayak terbang itu, guys, ya.
Literally rooting for him so hard in this arena.
Atau berapa match bang? Gak tahu sih nih. Oh itu Molly itu. Molly kan.
That's just like you in your Boomerangs League, right? Same vibes.
Ulti.
All right. Oh,
There you go.
Did he
That's a
hit?
hit.
Oh,
And
Cena
they're getting
and the
Harper's
Reckoning? Bro, Cena's so dead. Oh, that was the goop.
There's the goop.
So that's
Banyak
supposed to
banget
be
itu,
like a
anjir.
flash, right?
Yeah, so it obfuscates your screen, kind of like adds, doesn't let you see towards
Sure.
the center. But
Sure.
what it does is it kind of gives you your peripherals, and that way you can kind of maneuver a little bit easier,
Yeah.
and you kind of know where you're going, and you can kind of hide from folks pushing you.
I think Tarek's team may be in trouble again, even though Mimi's up.
Here
She's
comes
going to have to
Thrash.
1v5. Oh, it didn't hit?
It did not hit, no.
Oh,
right,
they
so-
picked it back up there, by the way.
Yeah, I think
Oh,
they farmed
dibantai,
that
guys.
twice.
Tarik, guys.
Explain this to me, though. So how does Thrash work? Does he have a fixed distance where he runs and then he pops? Can you pop it early? Can you lunge kind of like
Yeah,
a Skydog? How does that work?
Yeah, so as your Thrash kind of swimming through, left click forces you to lunge, and you
Okay.
kind of do your attack.
Yep.
In the air, you can left click again after a small delay and kind of explode early. Otherwise, if you hit a player, a 6-meter explosion happens. So it's pretty decent size,
Oh, ini seru
So
sih,
you can
Cok.
hit multiple
Ini seru sih,
You
guys.
can hit multiple
Ini
people.
match cuma ngeramein doang, Bang. Betul.
Yeah, cubby size.
Bisa dihancurin, Bang. Bisa sih, bisa.
If you were to kind of throw into B or anyone within that little the stairs area,
Okay.
would get hit.
Got you.
Betul, bisa diambil lagi, Cok. Bisa diambil lagi, guys.
Oh. These players are nasty.
Yeah.
I was literally expecting to come into this and be like, okay, let's have some fun, get some wingman plans. Okay, FRT.
Sinid's the only one with a gun here.
Ini aja role-nya Bang Inisiator kalau nggak salah deh.
Oh my gosh, she's going.
So Getsu's literally trying to get back up towards Vela right now with the door.
He's got a shorty. Oh, he's got a shorty.
Huge
oh,
cascade.
Mimi. Oh, no!
No!
Oh.
Let's go, Tarik.
Just ridiculous.
What a round by Sirmata.
Seru ya, Coy, ya, seru ya.
Ryan, we have some
Kalau
time.
mainnya serius banget, guys.
Pick your brain in a way I've always wanted to, but I've never been able to.
Let's do it.
Right? How can you talk me through some of the iterations of what Gecko has gone through? Give me like the most broken state that you guys had Gecko.
Fun match sih ya, fun match anjing. Engine barunya seru Slice, gue pakai antara. Belinya harus beli ya, kalau mau ini ya harus beli ya. Bawa apa salah, game apaan nggak tahu dia panca Peno.
With any of these, you know, we always test a bunch of the sizes. We like to, it's like maybe try the most extreme size, or we go crazy. They say we go crazy, and then start tuning it down to what is the version where it's
Lucu buat anjing lah tuh.
Yeah, right. And so if you can find nothing, and if you can find extreme, you know that there's a middle that works.
Somewhere in between there, yeah.
Somewhere the universe would work, yeah.
Oh, they're in Mosh right now.
He's gonna get another.
Tarik, nice banget.
Tarik, okay.
Yeah. He's heating up.
Coming to the live.
Yeah, one of the exciting things.
Mas skillnya ngapain Bang? Lucu-lucu guys, bisa mollis, bisa flash.
Similar to what Raze has with that nade. Oh wait, they're actually popping out here. You can't touch Cena with that op though.
You were saying about the similarities.
Right. So you have the Raze nade C's combo from Fade.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful
Lucu banget, Cok. Nggak bohong, Cok, anjing. Engine baru guys, pakai A.
Do something very similar, right? And even if you have both, you can.
Tapi gambaran apa buram gitu ya engine baru ya?
It's really great for taking space, and I think Fade's one of the ones that I like playing with Gecko.
So, like, just visually, it looks similar to a Viper Snakebite, right? A Viper Molly.
Yeah.
Is it damage over time, or is it more? Because usually initiators don't have that, except for.
Berapa peron Bang? Iya, satu map doang, cuman tiga ini. Nama engine-nya apa Bang? Gecko.
So Mosh kind of grows and then starts to charge up.
Anjing.
It works a little bit like Chaos Fragment, where it gives you a little bit of time and then starts exploding.
Okay.
The big difference is the explosions happen all at the end. So after
Apaan itu sih, Cok? Gue bingung, Cok. Anjing banyak banget, Cok, binatangnya.
Just one pop. Just one pop.
150 in the center, yep.
150 in the center. So you're right, something with like a C's.
It's deadly.
Right, like a C's mosh pit combo. Instant kill.
Yeah.
They're starting to learn how to use Wingman to clear space, like to use it as a boom bot, essentially.
Right, yeah. One of our hopes was that Gecko would be, you know, a lot more approachable and kind of like it's a low barrier to entry.
Lucu banget sumpah, Cok, nih Gecko ini guys ya.
But we still wanted to keep a lot of that like learnability and that high mastery. I think we landed in a pretty good spot, but we'll have to see.
So far, it looks like it. I mean, I definitely see improvements in how they're using the ability so far. Within 11 rounds, so.
These executes are beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, it's just going to be a 5v5.
Did
FRT.
these guys practice? Did we give them scrim time? Like, this is ridiculous.
I think this is like one of the first or second times they've played the game. With this team.
Yeah.
It's the lockdown again from Mimi. You saw how dangerous that was last time, but the ult comes out from Vela.
Look at how far back Sugetsu's playing as well. He's just able to cut off any road.
Kayak lucu sekali guys. Engine-nya kayak engine lucu-lucu, munyu-munyu gitu guys.
Yeah, go get him.
Ooh, double knives pop.
Anime battle.
Nothing? SK Rossi gets the best?
That was a tough angle to play, so.
Yeah, it was.
I'll give it to him.
Ini Frit lebih kuat, Cok.
FRT's team, they were
Pankades, Karosi, Sugetsu, anjir.
They might let Tarik come on a comeback, but no, they have 3 partnered players on their team right now.
All right, Tarik has his ult again too. Want to see if they do anything fun with it. You know, you mentioned
lucu sekali ya guys ya. Son of the Forest nggak Bang? Lusa ya. Kayaknya nggak imbang Bang. Sebenarnya nggak imbang, cuman lumayan lah. Mimi sama Sini tuh nggak carry cu. Apa lagi anjing? Anjing. Oh dia kayak bumbot ya.
he's gonna.
Ulti.
Oh, here's Thrash. Let's just see Thrash here.
They just broke it, so nothing happened. Actually, no. It looks like one player got detained.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was tough to tell.
Kayak robot Trash coba buat ngecek ini.
I don't know that THOR can get to a place where he can pick the orb up again, but he does have Dizzy. So I wonder, I mean, it's not really, you don't get the same like pop flash, right, out of a smoke or anything like that. It's just a little delayed.
Tarik.
It's a little delayed.
You see his reaction?
No.
Oh my goodness.
Nggak terlalu OP, kayaknya sih OP sih.
Calling this one
OP guys, anjir. Kalau bisa makainya OP, coba flashnya bagus.
Right.
Let's see it.
All right, SK Rossi down. I don't know.
Now with the flank.
Yeah, man. I don't know that we're gonna get the same antics that we got like Pangada's ult.
Yeah.
Or Ace, excuse me. I don't think we're gonna
Kalau sudah live, kalau di aku masih upcoming. Emang masih upcoming guys? Sampai sekarang masih upcoming juga.
I mean, he's doing his thing.
He's farming.
Masih upcoming juga guys, enggak kan?
We are actually going to throw it down to the desk, have them break down all the
udah enggak, Cok.
What do you think? Broken?
Enggak, udah enggak di gua di channel gua udah enggak, Cu. Masih guys.
I think a little bit broken.
Ngebak nih kalau
But I feel like the game is a
upcoming.
lot closer than the scoreline dictates.
Yeah, I think it is. And for me on the new agent, I feel like this is going to be insane in ranked when it comes out for the first time. Not sure about pro play yet, but I think people are going to have so much fun with it.
Ya, ranked lucu seru sih bro ini bro.
This isn't close at all. I feel like this is actually more. I feel like
Ih, baju
this
Insu apa tuh?
scoreline should have been further apart because I just feel like after those initial 2 rounds, Team Derek have just been getting.
Di gua enggak bang, ya kayak ngebak doang dikit.
Get the team rallied back, get them into this game if they want to pick up some rounds.
Guys, gua ambil makan dulu bentar ya, gua beli kebab guys, lapar banget cong akun gue. Itu bang. Yang mana tuh itu tuh.
I voted for Wingman and his overwhelming majority Wingman as well. Mimi, we so nearly saw some great moments, but it just kind of fell apart in the end.
Yeah, you saw it started off.
Seru cok anjir nih, izin barunya. Gue nge-reviewnya sama Sandy ya. Gue ambil makan dulu guys ya. Lu bisa nge-plan anjing lucu banget bang.
Okay, we have one goal. It's to get rid of Wingman, but still there was a lot of cool stuff seen throughout. I loved watching the teams kind of adapt to how to use Dizzy.
Yeah, there's been a lot of great repeated use, and I mean, one of the craziest things is just hearing Ryan talk about how many times you can get that, around.
7?
We've set up to 7 times. We've also seen, a double Thrash ult coming through here, so it's been a pretty wild display so far, and I think that just, obviously with more and more time invested into really learning what you can do, the boundaries that you can push with Gekko, it's going to be fascinating to watch.
I mean, like that early round that we just saw there, where you're able to send out Dizzy to clear the first corner, and then you get yourself into the site with either Thrash or with Wingman. Also the ability to defuse, and with it's just, there's so much cool stuff that you can do with this guy.
Well, I actually have a question for you, Ryan, as I throw this back to you. If Wingman is defusing and the Gekko player dies, does Wingman also die, or does he just carry on defusing? I haven't seen it yet, but Ryan, I want to know.
Yeah, I mean, Ryan, that's a very fair question. I'll give you the floor to answer what Yinsu is prodding at.
Yeah. So, Yinsu, if Wingman is planting or defusing and Gekko dies, Wingman keeps going. He keeps going.
He keeps going.
Yes, keeps going.
So, not only do you have to kill Gekko, but then you have to take care of Wingman as well.
Right. In the 1v1 scenarios, if Wingman's all alone, he gets a little scared and he dies. So if it's ever a 1v1 and he's
scared,
he
this
gets
is
scared
so
and wants to
adorable,
go
bro.
back to
Poor guy.
Yeah, he gets a little too scared and dies, but that's only if he's the last alive.
They tried to grab well with the mosh pit there.
That would have been sick.
I think they're listening to us. They have us on comms. They heard
us,
what we're trying to do.
Bella, that was nasty. Just double shock CNET.
I do hope we get to see, though, I mean, just how strong Mosh Pit is. Because, I mean, we can hear it and go, okay, instant kill, whatever, but seeing it is an entirely different story.
Right. I really love what Paul is doing here. So the Sky is kind of, they're helping Tarek with the reclaim on these. You have a lot of support. You have Omen, you have Jet to kind of take the angles, and Sky to really piggyback a lot of that initiator utility to get these reclaims.
Yeah. Which, again, we were kind of alluding to it earlier, but it really feels like Gekko's built in such a way that players are rewarded for taking space that they have occupied with utility beforehand, right?
Right.
So his signature is Dizzy, right?
His signature is Dizzy.
Okay, so Tarek right now has the spike and has Wingman.
Right now has Wingman.
So let's see it.
If you don't pick up the orb, what's the cooldown on Dizzy, for example?
You don't get it back?
You don't get it back.
You don't get it back, yeah.
Here it goes. So
does he have the spike?
Does he? Yes.
Oh my gosh.
And here it goes.
Look at him go.
Don't do it!
Come on! We just want to see the little guy succeed once. That's just not fair.
Kita mamam dulu ya, guys. Ya.
Or it's 1v3.
Kan.
Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Go, Paula!
I think that was a katana too.
Oh, it hurts. Good sportsmanship though. Pulls out the knife.
Yeah, that's true. That was true. That's very good point.
Shooting.
I think that was going to be an easy 1v3 for Paula, so they had to...
Yeah, true, actually. You had to nerf somehow.
Right.
It's only fair.
Team FRT's like, please, knife! Please!
Please, we want the knife, please.
So how does that mechanic actually work? Like planting? Is it a bind? Are you clicking? What are you aiming at?
Yeah, so there's two commands here for Wingman. Left says go find some friends. Right click is plant the spike.
Halo skill.
Only knows two things.
Jangan bawa spike nih.
Now here they're protecting Wingman with a couple things. Smoke here, Dizzy to kind of protect the plant, and here it is.
He did it! Let's go!
Kalau misalnya dia nggak bawa spike, kegunaannya buat apa, Cok?
He's done. Goes to sleep. You can wake him up again in 10 seconds.
I mean, it's well-earned rest. Poor little guy.
Yeah, I really love the iteration too of how they're taking B. I think we were talking about earlier, like B's tough to take, tough to get the plant sometimes in, but FRT.
Oh no!
Thank you, Tarek. Thank you, Tarek.
Yeah. Sorry. Continue.
Yeah, so the iteration, throwing the smokes down, really protecting Wingman.
Besok mau nge-gym, makan lapar banget aku Cok.
Allows you to kind of flex how you play it. Like we saw the first time, sent it in by itself, all 5 played out. The second time they did it, sends a bunch of smokes in and played with it, Dizzy to protect. And here it is, you see again. Plants a bomb, goes back to sleep, Tarek goes to grab it.
So that's why you're excited about the Harbor play, right? Because of the Cove?
Right, the Cove, yep.
Would you prefer Harbor or Sage to synergize with this agent?
We played both.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we've been really liking Sage or Harbor on Icebox. It's been really fun. I know, like, some of those, oh my God. So I'm a Sheriff fan, and that was gorgeous. I became speechless for just a sec here.
Hey, let me ask you this. As far as Dizzy goes, so all right, you throw out Dizzy, right, and you tag somebody on the other team.
Right.
Do they show up on the minimap?
They do not.
Do you have any sort of confirmation that you have flashed somebody or gooped somebody?
Yeah, so you will see, you will hear the audio that it fired.
Okay.
And sometimes you'll hear how many it fired. But the big difference is you kind of have to put your body on the line to really see where Dizzy shot.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you won't be able to see where it went.
So you'll get some confirmation that it happened, but no real idea where. Look at him go
Aku
again.
beli dua guys.
Look at him go again.
Aku beli dua, gimana nih?
I appreciate Tarek
Lucu banget ya ngapainnya anjing.
and helping us out here.
That's
Mana mau?
all 3 rounds.
Karena biar diskon.
Yep.
This might be another round win for him.
Kecil porsinya guys, kecil.
The Wingman fakes are going off in my mind right now. That's twice that they've
Udah mulai live ternyata. Ini live-nya masih ini dulu guys, match pembuka dulu.
That is a cool idea.
Yeah. And FRT here has Thrash. Curious to see what he does with this.
I think, especially like with like a fade or something like that, with some noise obscuring or maybe like an omen.
Bang mau bandel. Mas Bayu baik banget deh.
Some sort of information denial.
Kayaknya bandelnya bagus banget ya Mas Bayu.
Could be real dangerous.
So they're going to try to get aggressive here. Here comes the mosh pit.
Oh, this is going to work!
Oh, gravity well!
No! Almost got him.
So, but that entire time, it didn't do any damage.
It did not do any damage.
Does it slow? Does it vulnerable? Does it anything?
Nope, just
nothing at all. Okay.
It makes a really big zone, which is a little different from some of our mollies. So it's huge zone. 3 seconds, you don't get out, you die.
Nice banget.
Tarek's failed himself.
Yeah, he is. No thrash this round either from FRT Unlucky, but Tarek does.
One of the things we started seeing as we were doing again these play tests was the reclaim on Thrash started to play really well for attack in a way that felt really good. Where you know, if you use it for the take, grab Thrash after the
Let's
spike's
go.
down. You can use it again for post plant. You know,
FNATIC nih di mana bang? Bakal berapa sana? 94,5.
Where you might see some weakness on the defense, but on the attack, it's great. It's great for being able to do both.
I'm also curious, just like
Itu nggak ngulangin darah ya?
there's feels like two different identities with the agent. There's what feels like three information abilities, right? With Wingman as a drone, with the flash from Dizzy, and then with the Thrash as well, which is essentially just a drone in and of itself, right? So that's three information abilities, and then there's the plant. That feels somewhat dissonant and distant objectives, if that makes any sense.
Right. Yeah, a lot of as far as kind of like the reconnaissance that we have on Gecko, a lot of it is it's high risk to get that recon, or you really have to be out there with Dizzy to see the information. And same with Wingman.
Yeah.
And what we wanted to achieve with this was more that if they were to see somebody or if they shot someone, it's really clear what to do next. And so you're able to really work with your teammates in these games.
We just saw, I mean, some insane team play.
Terus
Actually,
diambil,
they used the
Cok.
Sky Dog on the right side, the Trailblazer, and then they use the
He's doing
Wingman
it
on the other side.
He's waiting the 5 seconds here for the plan. Oh, no, it didn't. A lot of ultimates online here.
Yeah, I mean, an infinite amount, it feels like. Especially double detain potentially here.
Right.
The lockdown and the Thrash. It's a flash.
He's going again. I want to see the ult used. Oh no, you didn't expect that.
Beautiful sheriff shot by FRT.
Flash over the top, a little cheeky. They just can't find a way in, man.
Udah bisa masuk. Cewek main juga bang. Iya bang itu. Ini apa lagi pertandingan persahabatan.
You know, I was just thinking earlier. I said something about how Dizzy really doesn't have the same pop out of smoke mechanic, but technically, I mean, if you time it right, because I'm assuming there's a wind-up period right after you throw him where he cannot flash, right? But once he hits past that time window, he can pop whenever. So if you hit the timing right out of a smoke, it's an instant.
Right, yeah, so it's the same as some of our other flashes where it's half a second, but there's a wind-up and then it becomes active. Once it's active, it starts to scan, half a second, it fires.
Got it.
So you can technically do similar things like a pop flash.
Yeah.
It's really strong out of smokes. You saw there right over, and you can kind of like hide because it can get shot in the wind-up. So you hide the wind-up, and it's active coming out of the smoke, right.
That's very dope.
Tuh lucu banget ya anjing larinya.
Get him, little buddy. All right, what was the inspiration to the little
Kayak
buddy?
Killjoy bang, Killjoy berjalan anjir.
I think we wanted to create something or kind of really push that thematic of.
I'm sorry, what just happened? Sorry, you can continue.
You just
wallbanged.
No, that was insane.
So the thematic of
Yeah, sorry.
Wait, can he spam that?
Can you spam this?
Oh, he tried.
That was a nice try.
Kenyang guys dah.
Tark's feeling it.
yeah, I mean that was a number of
Gila,
ridiculous
Oni
things
Vandalnya
that
bagus ya.
happened right in a row. So
No, yeah. We'll pick this up in a moment.
Absolutely.
FRT is ult. I mean, they're even adorable when he's holding them.
jeez, Spike's not down, so this is tough for them to work with.
Pat Caddis said, hold that. Oh, I got this.
Paul's got some room, though. Paul's got some room.
Here we go.
Oh, no.
Ah, there you go.
All right,
Gila tuh towernya harus digerakin cok ultinya cok.
Intention, the thought behind the little guys.
I think we wanted to create some type of incentive to really want to grab something. Like, let's say if it was like scrap on the ground, like you might want to leave it there, right? So something that's like, hey, that's my wingman. Like, I'm not just going to leave you there, bud, you know? Like, you pick it up and go.
You intentionally are making us emotionally invested in these little guys so that we'll go pick them back up again.
Yeah, that's the hope.
I think just
Yo gabungan Rio Bang Rio. Gabungan Bang Rio kayak KJ Bubot sama Race. Iya, dia kayak Sky tuh ultinya. Tapi kayaknya nggak bisa ditembak sih ultinya. Kalau ditembak sayang banget anjing.
You're seeing here again, taking that staging space, that this little mound area, able to pick it up pretty safely here.
Oh,
Paula had the read.
Oh, unlucky.
Bad timing ya.
And they didn't really get away with like
Makan cuman kebab doang tuh kayak lewat gitu guys.
Like once they fall, once they get used, they stay down the entire time. There's no disappearing time or anything like that.
Oh, this combination is fantastic. He threw the wingman in. They have about 10 seconds, and then it's 20 seconds before they expire.
Okay.
Oh, so they do expire if you don't pick them up quickly enough.
Yep.
Okay.
That was such a beautiful play. The Thrash going in to protect wingman. It's always cool to see Dizzy protecting wingman or Thrash protecting wingman, you know. And when you're reclaiming these globules.
Oh no.
This flank is
Oh, the
insane.
defuse! He's gonna get it! Oh, Tarek is on it! Oh my goodness.
That could have been awesome. I was excited too.
Oh, the defuse.
Hilang kanan pick nih bang, bisa defuse masalahnya cok.
I was thinking to myself, especially as you were talking
Berganti
about
Kejo ini. Ini kayaknya sih bukan, ini se-inisiator deh guys.
taken down. How much HP? 100 HP or something?
100 HP, yeah.
Yeah, there's no way that the defuse is ever gonna happen.
Right.
Itu bisa diambil lagi guys ultinya guys.
Did you have it often in playtests?
We did. So what you notice here, though, was we had to start really protecting the defuse. And I think that Canada did a great job of putting that smoke down, popping it as it started diffusing. I think Tarek just knew what was happening there.
Yang sebelah kiri Mimi yang nge-carry anjir cewek.
Oh, they did it preemptively this time.
Get up!
I like that they're committing to this attempt.
I mean, it's just one of the main ways to take that space unloaded. So use the tools you got. I think Wingman or Gecko definitely has the ability to do the same type of thing.
Right.
Oke, flashnya.
He cast Dizzy to take the space, another Dizzy to take the site, and here comes the plant attempt. Protects the plant with Mosh Pit, and here we go.
Nice.
Just denies that space entirely, and also you have to leave.
Enak banget cok, ngeplan ditinggal anjir.
After a certain point in time, you can't just stay in it. Oh, Tarek wants the knife.
Knife
Come on,
me.
Sugetsu. Come on, Sugetsu.
Showing off the Oni here.
It was all a ruse,
feeling it there, feeling it.
They trolled them.
I love that A play.
Bisa ngeplan, bisa nge-defuse, cok.
To control a lot of space on the take, and they were able to plant it in a way where they were
Tiganya satu ngeluarin racun, keduanya flash. Iya ada flash ngeluarin racun. Dia bisa plan, bisa jadi bombot juga. Ultinya tuh kayak race.
Especially if you take tree or anything like that, go through the rotating door. Like you have to take more space in that case.
Right, and you know if you can get that that spike plant down, you know, if you can get Wingman to get the spike down, you are.
Komentar ganggu bang, terlalu kenceng emang iya? Enggak lah.
Dart getting a little bit of info here. He's just picking up right where he left off.
Come on.
Does this feel like we've had more smoke spam kills?
Buat fake plan nggak bisa dong. Nggak bisa buat fake plan dong.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Including the show match.
Yes.
This is just silly.
Check PCs, check PCs.
Oh, you checked that, right?
Oh, tuh.
Oh, that was almost so close for her to peek with the flash. The Dizzy. Does that flash your teammates? Because
it does not. So as it's scanning, yeah, that's one of the great things about it is it scans, and although you can shoot it to kind of mitigate all five getting shot compared to some other flashes like that.
That was so cool.
That's exactly it. Yeah, you push in with your team, you're able to kind of follow Dizzy in and really like, take that ground.
Oh, and even the sky flash to conceal and to keep Dizzy alive was very cool.
You can't. It didn't look like that was in line of sight. I think that was behind him, and it still gooped him.
No.
Well played.
I mean, wow. We've gone from FRT kind of stomping in the first half to all of a sudden having a close game in the show.
A hell of a game, yeah.
With Gecko involved, this is crazy. This is what I was talking about, or what you were talking about, the flash concealing. And he was
flashnya tuh ngeri coy anjir.
I'm really curious how like playing against and what the counterplay is to.
Gila mantap banget ya. Oni Vandal coy.
Especially like in
guys, nggak ada yang mau beliin aku Oni Vandal guys.
Deal with that multiple times in a round.
Right. Yeah. So.
Bang, kamu potongan model apa bang? Motong cepmek.
If you shoot Dizzy dies. None of the rockets go off, right? So compared to some of our other flashes or screen obfuscation.
Rata bro.
Yo, that might have been it. Boy, they've got money.
Oh no, rata guys sama Sukenzo sama Pankada anjir. Mau bang mau.
The double controller popping off, you know.
It's just what happens with guys like this.
Yeah, so I was saying, yeah, the big trade-off here is, you know, as you throw Dizzy, if it gets shot, it mitigates the whole effect.
Sure.
As opposed to something like Sky, where if you pop it,
Ini Pankada dapat lagi anjing.
Run away.
Yeah.
So if let's say one person turns it, you can't turn the other person's screen. Your teammate's team.
Right.
They get flashed, you don't. So it's like singular, almost like isolated counterplay versus this, where you can hit it to stop it from teammates. Oh, look at this combo.
They invested a lot.
If someone was there, that would have been beautiful.
Yeah. Let me ask you, if Dizzy is behind you and pops and you don't see it, like it's
Gue
directly
kayaknya nggak bisa nonton lama deh guys. Satu map aja kali ya. Satu map aja boleh nggak guys? Gue ngantuk cok, apa tidur cepet cok.
Cena dancing around the reckoning with the blades and he's not able to find anything. This may be it for Team
Yang
Terror.
penting kita kan udah nonton guys ya. Map ini sama satu map lagi.
Yeah, I don't see a way out of this.
No, dude, they had a crazy comeback, but
Seekers?
I mean...
I'm saying it's 12-12.
I think we're going 12.
Gue pengen nge-gym pagi soalnya.
I'm thinking, Paula definitely.
1v5?
1v5.
Udah di-upload bang, di follow.
This would be,
Satu map aja, satu map yang pas finalnya nanti.
Yes! She has a chance!
Oh god! Oh god! Knife! Oh!
Look at Pankada in the back, just op angled.
He's just waiting. He's way too disciplined for antics like this.
At this point, this is Gladiator. Send one person at a time.
Yeah. Dude, she's gonna do it. Don't do the shorty. No, please do the shorty.
Around the corner. Here you go.
The shorty. No, I can't watch.
Paula takes this.
I can't watch.
Just spray the smoke.
Look at him. He's smirking. He knows. No. Don't push the smoke. Don't push the smoke. There's a shorty on the other side. Oh,
No!
What a game. That was awesome. That was so awesome.
That was so cool.
No!
I mean, just moments like that, but getting the first chance to see the Asian team. What a good time. And I think we got like a good, that was like some games, especially like sometimes I've been part of like free agent previews and stuff like that. You get the first game, it's like, nah, nobody really knows how to use the agent.
FRT itu siapa sih guys ini guys? FRT tuh orang Brazil apa gimana sih? Kan tahu nggak guys siapa itu? Gila Mimi nge-carry cok. Cewek nih bos nge-carry bos.
That was a lot of fun. They picked up on it very well, very quickly. Again, a dope comeback, but Pankada dropped 30, bro. He dropped the 30 bomb.
I talked to Pankada. He said, I'm not going to lose on that stage twice. He's like, I need to take this one. I'm taking this home. So, you know, he showed it. He showed he wanted it.
That's why he pulled out the shoulder. That's why he did it.
Yeah, he showed he wanted it for sure.
Unlucky.
Nih ini siapa ya guys ya?
Yeah, FRT.
FRT.
Winning the
Frit.
very first VCT show match.
Yeah, very
dope.
Cool.
In front of a packed out crowd.
Let's do more of them.
Yeah, more stuff like this. Yep.
Pro player, kalau Mimi itu pro player guys. Emang pro player cewek dia yang juara kemarin.
Yeah, this was a warm up. It was a good warm up. It was an appetizer.
Yeah, this is unreal. This crowd is booming. This crowd is booming.
Now,
Dua cewek loh guys. Iya, yang ini nggak ada ceweknya anjir.
Full map. Everyone's very excited. Everyone wants to play with these, little buddies and see how adorable it is and whatnot.
Yang juara kemarin iya betul.
Players get their hands on this guy.
If all goes well, it's going to be next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday. Oh, baby. Y'all won't have to wait very long.
That is...
Yep, it releases with 604.
Yeah.
Gecko terlalu OP bang. Makanya nih, ini seru sih Johnny agent baru guys. Gue pengen mainin cuy, nggak sabar sih gue.
It's hard to work around.
It is. You can maneuver, so you're able to kind of see where you're going. You're able to kind of see, like, how do I sidestep? How do I get out of the situation?
Yeah.
It's a lot easier, and it allows...
Biasanya FNATIC load nih guys, langsung guys, jam 1 berarti kan? Jam 1 harusnya mulainya, kok belum mulai ya?
I can't wait to... I just can't wait to get on Twitter after this and see the reactions. I bet you they're going to be so polarized. There's going to be people who are like, oh my God, that's crazy. I can't believe they put in this game. And the other side's going to be like, oh my goodness, how can you use this? It's so cute, but my goodness.
Harus diambil tapi guys, kalau mau itu diambil tuh. Ada orbnya, cok.
The ultimate's very dope.
Skillnya apa aja bang? Skillnya kayak dia kayak pokoknya full boom bot gitulah. Skillnya tuh kayak binatang-binatang gitu guys tuh. Utangnya tuh anjing.
Yeah, the smokes, it's strong. I'm telling you, it's strong. Here it is.
You hit the timing right? Yeah. Dude, she had a run at it too, man. She was close.
Yeah.
Very unlucky. But
yang
again,
cewek Mimi siapa coy? Itu juaranya championnya cewek guys. Jitu cewek.
I think in the lower ranks maybe it'll be fun and strong. Higher ranks maybe a little weaker, but I think just a good agent overall. This is like one of those agents that I just have to smile.
Mau bingung bang, top up mana bang? Top up di Winda, top up jelas dong bos.
And thank you so much for letting us join you on your desk. We're gonna throw it down for an interview.
Interview siapa cok? Oh ketua-ketua kayak ini nggak? Ini beres-beres dulu guys. Kole. Sampai BO berapa bang? BO-nya BO 5, BO 7 ya? Streamer penipu apa sih? Copyright. Seru anjir. Gue tuh bakal nge-review aja tanggal berapa ya? Bentar guys. Bentar gue cek dulu ya. Tanggal 7. Tanggal 7. Paula Nobre guys. Yang dapat 3 poin yang menang, bro. 3 poin apa, guys? Backsound apa, Bang? Ini backsound buatan dari ininya kakak gua. Ngeblank kalau terusin kagak ada replay, Bang. Hah? Ini angkat piala kah? Ya iyalah. Reset rank udah pasti, kan ganti egg. Yang seru nih agent baru, guys. Apa nggak main game screen apa sih? Tapi gue pengen ini sih, guys. Gue tuh apa? Kalau gue main cuma kalau gue cuma nonton satu map, nggak apa-apa ya. Oke. Oke. Kecewa kalian guys. Gue pengen tidur cepet coba. Besok soalnya kita pagi udah berangkat guys. Terlalu lah kocak. Mabar apa coba. Ini kemarin ketemu Paperrex kagak. Lot FNATIC nggak ada yang ketemu Paperrex. Sampai ket piala gue nggak tidur coy besok coy. Gue mau nge-gym agak pagian. Bang main game sekron bang. Sekron apa guys? Sekron. Mana bang besok? Ih kepo ya. Bang cara booking gimana? Makan. Paula Nobre Brazil guys. Screenshot. Gimana sama aja e-sport bang, bukan sendiri lah. Bakal ada vlog lagi kah? Gue vlog masih ada 2 tau cok. Gue masih ada vlog yang belum gue edit tuh vlog kemarin gue ke Moy. Gue main game gitu. Terus ada lagi vlog. Vlog makan. Vlog apa ya kemarin gue belum bikin ya. Ada 2 vlog pokoknya.
Yo, I told you I would win. I told you, bruh. It feels bad, but it was a fun time, and that's what matters the most. Hell yeah. And we got to show the new agent, so that was dope. I love it.
What a good opportunity ahead of the finals here. What did you guys think? Just first impressions overall.
Spoiler ya, nggak apa-apa dong.
I think it's really cool. I think he's actually overpowered.
Bukan, playernya belum nyetak bro. Ini lama sih mulainya bro.
But I think as time progresses, we're gonna see.
Ini mulai jam berapa cu?
His actual potential. So I'm excited to see what the community comes up with.
Yeah, I mean, I feel the same feeling as him. It's like amazing. Everything is crazy. The game was, you know, but it's fine. In the end, we had fun. Yeah. Everybody was smiling, so I guess, yeah, we loved it.
Oh, yeah.
Very quickly, I want to give you a little love because you were so committed to having Wingman plant and defuse the spike. And we just, for the content, we appreciate it.
Yes, I was very committed as well. I remember one time, I think it was on pistol, he was trying to plan. I jumped on him and I died for it. Yeah, it's really cute, and I think just the mechanic is so creative. So props to the devs.
Kok lu nggak ada, Bang? Udah nyetak tuh lagi nyetak.
Actually, I knew what he did before because the dev showed me. But the thing is, they knew we would throw the little guy there.
Bakalan langkatan ke band, Bang. Gua harus top up sih, guys. Top up supaya bisa beli agennya early, guys. Biar bisa main duluan.
I threw the little guy, and then everybody was jumping the orb. It's like crazy. I tried. At least I tried.
Good shot, though.
Yeah.
I want to know about Thrash because that thing looks really good. With the being able to lock down people, was that a significant, like, was it easy to dodge? Was there anything that was tough to use with it?
Yeah, I actually didn't get to utilize the ult as well, but it's pretty powerful because it's AoE, and on top of that, you can pick it up after you throw it once, which is kind of ridiculous. So I think my prediction is there's a nerf coming in like the next 6 months.
Agent baru dapat bocoran mah. Udah tadi dikasih lihat, guys. Sudah.
Trust me, I don't know what it looks like, but he's juiced up.
Yeah, the first time I saw that guy, the pick it up stuff, like you control your like flash, stun, and ult. You can pick your ult as well. It's crazy.
So good.
This mechanic, it's crazy.
He seemed like a lot of fun. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Sorry. I hate it. We had fun, though.
It's okay. I've done a lot of these loser interviews. It's not a good thing, but it happens.
It was a ton of fun. Friends, we have the moment you've all been waiting for. The grand finals here at VCT Lock-In. But before we get there, we have a special announcement for all of you at home. Enjoy.
Kok nggak rame ya?
In 2023, the VCT is more global than ever.
Okay,
From
terus.
the loud, dazzling streets of São Paulo to the neon-lit skyscrapers of Tokyo.
Tokyo Master!
One city, where superstars are born.
Besok nggak streaming, Bang. Streaming.
Valorant Champions 2023, Los Angeles.
Los Angeles Champion, bro.
These LA halls have been home to some of the biggest names in entertainment and sport. From Kendrick Lamar to Rihanna, a million magic moments. This is where legends, no, champions are made. Welcome to the Kia Forum. It's been 7 years since Riot hosted a championship in our own backyard, and what better way to usher in the new era of the VCT than with a house party?
You know, Brazil knows how to throw a good party too.
Champion, bro, champion ini.
You know what, Leo? You had your chance at a hometown show. Now, it's my turn.
Fair enough. Well, lucky for you, the entire tournament will take place right here in Los Angeles, beginning at the Shrine Expo Hall.
From August 6th to August 20th, the 16 best teams in the world will battle it out for a chance to make it all the way here, our biggest finals venue yet.
Then, on August 24 to August 26, we'll close out the 2023 VCT season with the crowning of a new Valorant World Champion right here at the Kia Forum. Home to Hollywood.
Home to champions.
We'll see you here in Los Angeles this summer.
Oh my God!
2023.
Well, you just heard the big news. Champions is coming to LA this August. For more on that announcement, and many more, I am joined by Leo and Anna. Welcome to the desk. It's great to have you guys here.
Eksekutif Pro Soldier Global Heart Esport Valorant. Tante Om, bagi VP Tante Om. Tante Om, bagi VP Tante Om. Tante Om, bagi VP Tante Om.
With Riot's headquarters being in LA and
Tante Om, bagi VP Tante Om.
We're really excited to bring an event there, and it's been really hard to keep that maybe not quite a secret, but as much of a secret as we could for this long.
Well, let me say, first of all, it's just incredible to be here. I can barely hear myself with the crowd.
Oh my God, it's so incredible.
But we're so excited to go to LA. We've been for the past 2 years.
Master 2023 di Depok kan, Bang?
For a number of reasons. And this year is all about bringing Valorant to other
di
places.
Tokyo kocak lagi, kenapa ya? Ngebling-ngebling lagi ya?
Tokyo. And LA just felt like the perfect choice. It's the capital of entertainment of the world. The community in LA is amazing, so we're really, really excited to be in LA.
And the forum as well. You guys were like inside the actual venue in that video.
We were.
Yeah, tell me about the choice of venue.
Okay, look, so I don't know how they chose the venue. Maybe Leo knows how they chose the venue. What I'm going to say is I went to my very first
Oh, ditulis bang, iya yang Inggris. Soalnya lebih duluan guys.
forum. And when we got to record that video, walking into that place and feeling like I don't know, it's like dreams come true in this moment.
Who did you see? Who did you see?
I've seen so many bands. I've seen U2, Weezer, Death Cab, Depeche Mode, Elton John, Muse, like just a million, so many.
I've seen my favorite band of all time multiple times, the Foo Fighters over there.
Gila kayak LA seru sih guys. Ke Tokyo aja kalau misalnya kita diundang seru banget gak sih Tokyo, Cok?
Singers, you know, in the past champions we've had some songs, we've had some spectacles. Like, are we going to expect that as well from this tournament?
Well,
ini final abang, iya final.
I just want to say, Champions is supposed to be the biggest moment of the year. That's where we pull all the stops. It's always supposed to be a spectacle for every Valorant player. So it's going to be a big fest. It's going to be a celebration.
Yeah.
Celebration, bro. Champion, bro.
Champs every year is like a moment for the entire community to celebrate all things Valorant. So yes, obviously the esport, but also just everything going on in the game. So I think you'll see what we've been able to pull off in Sao Paulo, but even bigger and better at Champs.
Oh, I'm looking forward to the song. I'm going to take that as confirmation.
We are also looking forward to it.
Jam berapa bang? Ini guys lagi siap-siap tuh. Makanya udah jam 1:30 belum mulai sih, gue semep aja sih tidur terus guys.
What do you make of this event?
Look, while we don't write the script loud in the finals, it really helps because the crowd is insane. But it's just really nice to be here. We've been looking to come to Brazil for a while now. It's really special. The community is incredible.
Balo nggak main Palo bang. Palo lagi turnamen guys. Nanti aja setelah turnamen kita main.
Now I'm looking forward to the grand finals match.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, we get to go to your home turf soon, but yeah, Anna, what do you make of this away venue?
I mean, this is like getting me so hyped for LA, but I mean, I think this has been one of the, we've had a lot of amazing host cities so far.
Katanya beli nggak bang? Kayaknya sih pengen sih guys.
Absolutely incredible host city. We've been here for what about
bang, bikin Indomie enak loh. Tadi udah makan kebab.
Such amazing energy in this room, and it's going to be ridiculous as soon as we go to the games.
Oh yeah, when Loud walk out's going to be crazy, and I'm assuming you're backing them to lift the trophy, surely?
Look, I cannot be biased, you know, but I think it wouldn't be bad if they win in front of their home crowd. I'll say that.
Okay, Anda dapat Gecko, hasil VPku masih ngebus aja bang. Okay.
I mean, you know, I love you, Yinsu. I want to see both streaks.
Yes! Okay, I'm Team Anna all the way.
But don't tell this crowd because they will literally murder me.
It's all good. Thank you so much, Anna and Leo, for joining me.
Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you for
turnamen Korea start kapan bang? Maret akhir. Berarti April.
I'm getting ahead of myself because we still have a grand final best of 5 between Loud and FNATIC. We're going to take a quick break here, but don't go anywhere because you definitely don't want to miss this.
Gitu. Aduh, gue kayak masuk angin, Cok. Gara-gara makannya telat ya, guys ya. Damn. Gue kayaknya kenamahan ya, sama lambung gue tinggi, Cok. Aduh. Udah makan, guys. Kayak makan gara-gara makan telat kali ya, kelaparan. Terus gue makan. Damn. Oh, lama. Aduh, 5 menit, Cok. Ande. Lama juga ya. Tau gitu gue tadi mau play jam 1.30 gitu ya. Iya gak sih? Makan telat sama kebanyakan begadang bang. Iya sih, salah satu juga sih guys. Bang, Tedo aja bang, Tido apa? Tido apo ya, Tido apo. Aduh. Saat bang, yang tonton cepet-cepet. Oh, ada watch party lagi ya guys ya? Wah, ada lagi nobarnya, Cok. Gue baru tahu loh guys, ada lagi RRQ loh. Ada lo LRQ lo nobarnya lagi grand final. Nanti gue diundang ya. Nanti aku diundang guys. Pantesan. Aduh. Aduh, pegel banget badan gue, Cok. Bukan Paperrex, Bang. Iya, tapi kan LRQ Indo. Karena di Indo jadi aduh, keretekan tuh. Perut gue sakit, Cok. Perut gue sakit, Cok. Ambil absen, Bang. Ada Syarif. Kenapa Syarif? Gue nggak sabar sih. Lima pertamanya apa ya? Bisa lah. Kayaknya sih laut sih menangnya, guys. Hadiah berapa M, Bang? 1,5 M doang sih nomor 1. Sama ada hadiah lain juga, Cok. Oh, itu udah pernah nobar bareng Bang Wina. Udah, Cok. FNATIC lah, yuk. Gak sih, gue laut sih. Saya tuan rumah, guys. Tuan rumah tuh biasa menang, Cok. Kuat dia, tuan rumah breakingannya, guys. Dalat Gecko, Bang. Udah. Nah, live apa aja, Bang, hari ini, Bang? Ini udah sih. Ini udah live terakhir, bro, hitungannya. Itu berapa kali live tuh? 1, 2. 1, 2. Ini ketiga ya, berarti. Perut gue lagi sakit, Cok. Bentar, Cok. Lagi mahnya lagi naik nih. Melambung gue nih. Booster di buff ini. Di buff sama ini Yinsu. Gue baru tahu RRQ itu ada ini tuh ternyata, Cok. Pegel minum intisari enakan dah. Nggak gitu, Cok. Aku kangen J-Sport mabar lagi, Bang. Tadi mabar, cuy. Skema lawan FNATIC baru bisa menang, Bang. Enggak menang laut, Cok. Laut perih banget, Cok. Aspas ngeri. Apa si Sadak ngeri. Nonton Rara Gecko atau Oni, Bang. Takutnya kena copyright sih, guys. Gue ngeri itu doang sih. Tenang nggak ya? Tenang nggak ya? Bang, lo di live 1 menit 2 kali, Bang. Mana ada, Cok? Berarti 3-2. Tuh, enggak delay. Tarik lagi live tuh di sana. Tarik lagi watch party, Cok. Aku kalau pengen nulis, wah ampun dah gua. Itu makanya. Mau lihat emang ininya. Coba bentar ya. Jangan. Bentar, guys. Karena belum mulai, guys ya. Yang mana nih? Coba cek ya. YouTube. Hah? Apa namanya, guys? Apa namanya, guys? Valorant. Mateo. Oh, dari Rio bener, dari Brazil bener, Cok. Karena di Brazil ya, berarti agent next-nya dari Jepang, guys. Fix nih. Oh, copyright. I don't know. Ih, lucu banget ini, guys. Nih yang ini. Wingman. Ini dia nih. Skillnya dia, Cok. Oke, sabar ya dulu, guys. Oh, dia bareng itu. Arilos mana itu, Bang? Kocak. Anjas, skater nih, bos. Beuh. Oh, ini nih yang flashnya yang biru nih. Nah, itu yang flashnya itu. Oke, ada 3 ya. Ada kayak kura-kura. Hijau yang di bawah. Bisa masang spek bisa, Cok. Dua siapa sih Valorant Bang? Nama aja nih kok apa-apa. Ini bukan duelis sih. Apa lagi nih? Ini ultinya kah? Ih. Oh, jadi orb dia, Cok. Ada tasnya aja, ada tasnya, Cok. Ini shatter ya. Ini shatter, coy. Pengganti Fat ini hitungannya. Dia sesuai negara yang dia dapat datang ini nih, guys, buat event, coy. Ya nggak sih, sesuai negaranya dia buat agent itu. Oh, Reina. Tuh kan keren banget, Cuk. Oh, ini pacarnya, guys.
Yo. Adoro tu cabello. Oh yeah? Thanks, yeah. It felt like a vibe, you know?
Itu ketemuan. Oh. Reina udah jarang yang pakai, Cok. Jepang udah ada Yoru, Bang. Iya sih. Gila. Gecko. Oke, apa lagi, guys? Apa lagi? Premier. Oh, ini announcement sama Oni. Oni sih udah sih, gue trailer udah nonton sih, guys. Oke, langsung follow aja deh. Belum mulai kah, guys? Lah udah mulai, anjing. Oh, belum. Kirain udah mulai, Cok. Kirain udah mulai, guys. Kaget aku. Terkaget aku. Pegel banget, Cok, badan gue, Cok.
Now, Achilles on the other side, you've got FNATIC, right? Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. Choke Fnatic. They've heard it all before, but this revamped squad here has had a perfect run so far in Sao Paulo. Yesterday delivered a 3-0 over Navi.
And this was something that we had never really anticipated. I mean, across the board on the desk, we were all expecting Navi to be able to take that. Myself, Mimi, Hypox. It just felt like Navi weren't able to find their footing whatsoever. Not sure if it was an update or if it was FNATIC really just kicking them off the back of their heels. They were completely on the ground the whole way through, whereas FNATIC never really gave them much options, or many chances. 2 close maps, 1
balik iklan Sub Martin, Bang, jangan, Cok. Another Mimi. Oh, 2 Mimi nih, coy.
To me, it just felt like FNATIC being incredible. That was the moment we expected them to crumble. That was the moment we expect them to fall flat. And it was probably one of the most dominant games that they've played this entire tournament against Navi of all squads. I mean, FNATIC really is the EMEA super team.
They're making people double, think and rethink their predictions coming into today. I'm sure with that performance that they had yesterday. Another really important note coming into this grand final. No matter who wins today, we will have our first ever 2-time champions in Valorant.
We've been hunting for this for so long. Every single tournament we think, okay, the champions have a chance to do it again. Are they going to be doing it because they look so good winning the tournament? But there's so much
belum ada, guys. Wah, champion sama M3, guys.
Second trophy for 1 player in Chronicle or 3 players in Aspas, Sadak, and less is just incredible.
It's pretty cool to know that regardless of what happens, we're going to witness history today. Let's talk more about Loud, the hometown favorites. They're coming into this grand final as returning champions, but with a slightly different lineup.
Copy. Too easy. Cuanjin. Sadak. Halo, bro. Anjir, ini baik banget ya fansnya, guys. Mereka, guys, anjir dari Brasil, bro.
But they've been able to not only break through that expectation, but make it to another grand final in front of their home crowd. And now, for the first time ever, it could be an
ini 2 pemain baru langsung terkenal, ya. Les nih, bro. Ini Les gila nih, bro. Derke ngapain nih, Derke? Oh, ini Aspas nih. Ini, bro. Ini ngeri, bro. Aspas nih, bro, ngeri, bro. Tuan rumah nih, bro. Gua semap doang, kalian nggak kecewa ya. Jangan kecewa ya. Gua kantuk sumpah, Cok. Prediksi kalian. Ntar gua akan redirect ke orang-orang yang mau nobar ya, guys.
two star players, two players who you really expected to have a say in this
banget gue cowok, sumpah ngantuk gue. Ini udah jam berapa belum mulai, setengah 2. Jam 3 baru satu map, cowoknya sampai jam 6 lebih guys kalau.
Remember the turmoil that happened when everyone found out that the Loud squad that won champions wasn't going to be staying together. Everyone said, "Oh, that's it. This org is."
Gue sih Loud sih kalau gue sih.
They lost Pancada. That was two of their best players. Sark's just big jelly. I don't care.
Gue sih Loud sih harusnya sih. FNATIC kayaknya tergantung guys, tergantung lagi balik ya. Kayak tiba-tiba Loud mainnya kayak si Navi kemarin ya menang FNATIC dong.
But this roster was just Sidak as the leader, having to rebuild, find new talent, and form something new. He's been able to do that, something that I don't think any other IGL has been able to do at the same level.
Achilles is going to be Sidak making the calls. It's going to be Aspas looking for the duels, though. Will he pop off today? That's one of the big questions.
He had a really rocky start in the first couple series, you know, versus
Bro, ini
NRG,
bos Aspas nih serem banget anjir.
a slow beginning, but then the guy just has been building steam, and then from the outset against TRX, he was crushing. If he has another hot start like this, then by God, they could be looking at a 2-0 start against FNATIC right off the bat in this set, because Aspas was absolutely tearing DRX apart initially.
Yeah, that he was, and this guy is the big match player of
all
big match
Aspas,
players in the grand final of Champions 2022.
Lo ke Korea nggak pas Pacific League? Gue nobar. Tapi moga-moga ke Tokyo sih ya. Gue nobar guys.
Alright, Ball, let's move on to the other side of the match.
Amin, dikasih tiket. Amin.
To the grand final in quite some time.
Feels like almost 2 years at this point.
Exactly.
And
2 years.
having another chance is great for them, because I think a lot of people finally, when we saw the roster get put together, we thought this is a chance. This is a chance for Boaster and Durka to finally
Agen dari
do it
Tokyo
again.
dia belum bang. Udah sih Yoru berarti kan. Yoru dari Jepang ya, iya ya.
But they just weren't able to make it through. So for them
nobar di SG bang, SG sih enggak sih
It was
kayaknya.
Masters Reykjavik, the first time they found themselves with the opportunity to take a title, ended in tragedy, 3-0 defeat to Sentinels. But there's a amount of poetry going on here with their own run at Sao Paulo.
Yeah, I mean, still to this day, Sentinels, the only team, this original iteration of the roster, the only team that has made it
Gila,
into a
jadul
grand
banget itu
final,
guys.
taken a trophy without dropping a single map. FNATIC could do that today. I think it's very challenging, but I think rather than replacing the immaculate run, they'd just be happy to get the trophy itself.
Yeah, and for the core of this team, the guys that were playing on that Reykjavik stage, Durka, Boaster, their coach Mini, this means so much to them, because over the last 2 years, since that happened, they have been through 5 different main roster players, have been trying to find the right mix. But here at Lock-In, it seems like they have the perfect recipe. Pick up a star-studded duo in the offseason of Leo and Chronicle. Keep the great strategy and ideas that you've always had, and it's just working, Paul.
Yeah, and I think as well, something that's super impressive is FNATIC has gone through pressure stages multiple times. They've beaten Sentinels,
Apa tuh kasih apa stiker ya?
They've beaten Furia, crowd favorite. Then they go up and they face Navi as well, and it's just ridiculous what these guys
Bah nggak mau main Valo takut botak kayak Durka. Nggak gitu juga, lu jago apa?
The super team has helped Boaster and Durka do that flawlessly.
Trying to do to Loud what's been done to them. Let's talk though about what this FNATIC squad is doing differently than what we've seen them do before.
Aspas bang Cio, iya sih.
I think what's been interesting about their game plan at Lock-In is that they've stuck to what they know, which is coming up with really good ideas and having fantastic game plans. For example, you look at their Fracture, they're really trying to optimize things, grabbing orbs constantly to have these really cool set plays around ultimates, always buying half armor. They've always had that nerdiness, but in this tournament, they've also been able to show the adaptability and the ability to perform under pressure like you were talking about.
Anjir.
Now we put a bunch of focus on Aspas already. We'd be doing
itu bagus banget sih anjir ultinya, bro.
If we didn't also take a look at Durka.
I mean, it's just another star-studded player in Durka, somebody that you can rely on to have those pop-off moments. I mean, similar to Aspas, we have seen Durka starting
kemarin MVP Leo bang, bukan Durka kayak Aspas ya sih. Leo juga nyerem sih kemarin. Padahal nggak headshot mainnya cowok Leo, cuma on point.
But when he is on that jet especially, this man has to be respected. He demands it.
I think the parallels that we actually put on FNATIC and Sentinels' run to have an undefeated record so far in maps, yeah, maybe we won't get that today, but Durka is on pace to actually have a similar performance to TENS, which has been
Al-Fajar juga sih, Al-Fajar juga ngeri sih.
Best of all time tournament performance, and Durka is there. Durka is there.
What a title to steal if you can make it happen here today on the grand final stage. We only got about a minute or so left before we get down there, so it's time to put it all on the line. Predictions from the three of you down the line. Mimi, I'm starting with you. Who takes it today?
I know that this is Loud's home crowd, and I know they have a lot of advantages going into this one, but I have to predict FNATIC. It seems like they are unstoppable right now. 3-0 Na'Vi yesterday convinced me.
Okay, FNATIC call over here. Seth, who are you going with?
I'm going to differentiate. I'm going to go for Loud here, honestly, and that's because I was browsing Reddit. There's a nice little post there. And it turns out that the team that has eliminated an All Riot event since 2014, the team that has eliminated Cloud9, has then gone on to lose to the inevitable winner of the
this
tournament.
man put his predictions in there. What you got? What you got?
FNATIC, and I think this one is probably the toughest match to predict the entire time, but I'm going to go with them for specific reasons. Their adaptability, they've already played up to the pressure. I think they can take Loud with the home crowd still here, and Bosch is going to lift the trophy.
Couple converts from yesterday's series, but we do have a split destiny today, which tells me we've got a great matchup ahead of us. It's time to get the match started. 30 teams have fallen, and after this best of 5, only one will remain. Today, we get our champions Loud versus FNATIC. The locking grand final starts right now.
Right now. Potong rambut lu apa bang? Ini cepmek. Tepak mekanik. Loud finalis lagi, bro.
Na minha vida. Nunca me imaginaria numa final assim tão rápido.
A 3-0 for FNATIC. Stunned. Every day since then, we've been clawing and
Lot bisa juara 2 kali, Bang. Bisa banget. Bagus ya filmnya.
To be the first team ever to lift 2 trophies in Valorant.
Siento que eu nasci para isso.
It started out with 32 teams.
Tim Valo Indonesia apa, Bang? LRQ. Sama ini Boom.
Loud. They're the favorites. But we're coming to win.
Anjay, Leo.
This time we'll try to end it.
FNATIC ain't here to mess around. We're here to play.
Anjay!
Eu quero deixar o Sadak orgulhoso. Eu tô aqui pra ser um exemplo. E esse exemplo vai ser lendário.
Give him a chance!
Unreal performance in favor of FNATIC.
Tapi Lot ngeri sih, Cok. Lot ngeri banget, Cok.
Loud. So you've taken the trophy in Istanbul from Alfia. So we're gonna have to return the favor.
Essa é pro Brasil, rapaziada.
Faz o N.
Let's go to the final.
Vamos para essa final.
Boster nih, bos. Oke, walk-in. Pialanya bagus, anjir. Gila, penuh, Cok. Langsung, Cok. Tanah pendek, anjir. Anjir, nggak disurakin, bro. Jahat banget, cuy. Padahal tanah pendekan semua, anjir. Parah banget, cuy, nih. Dibubuin, anjir. Parah dibubuin, anjing. Gak respect, Cok. Gak respect. Parah, anjir. Leo. Parah banget, Cok. Tepuk tangan lah, dikit minimal. Anjir. Parah sih, Cok. Projected juga ini, guys. Enggak, maksudnya minimal ditepuk tanganin, Cok. Respect enemy. Parah sih guys ini, guys. Kasihan, cu. Baru ini, Cok. Jepang beda pas ini, guys. Iya. Oh, mereka tuh boneka gitu, guys, ya. Tiap menang tuh dia dapat satu boneka kan? Waduh. Boneka semua, Cok. Padahal Leo dari Brasil juga. Emang iya Leo dari Brasil? Emang iya Leo dari Brasil? Enggak, Cok. Mana ada, kocak.
Loud looking for the back-to-back. FNATIC with a second chance. It all comes down to this. 3 map wins stand between our teams and being crowned king here on the stage in Sao Paulo. And there is no preparing yourself for the biggest crowd in Valorant LAN history.
And it is so fun to see. Not only the players
ya dari Swedia, kocak mana ada ya dari ini beda ini, cuy.
In their approach to how FNATIC walk on. Our peers 17 years old, they give the most booze out of anybody.
FNATIC has played in front of big crowds before, but this is something different. This crowd does not want them to win a round. It is so heavily swayed in the favor
Kasih bungkam yuk FNATIC yuk, gue jadi dukung FNATIC guys ininya guys. Let's go FNATIC, gue jadi dukung FNATIC, Cok.
Volume in this arena, depending on how the rounds are going, depending on how the maps are going, is going to be completely and utterly stark.
Yeah.
One round taken by FNATIC, a singular kill. And this place can be silenced in a moment. Loud are looking to prevent that. They want to crank it up to 11.
Not that I would suggest this, but I'm pretty sure you can watch this series with your eyes
closed. Gue pikir
and
Lewat pasti menang sih, karena dia mainnya lebih konsisten menurut gue.
We're diving into the map. Vito's Bala. I'm coming to you first as we wait for the reveals.
Yeah, I'm super interested to see what Loud Vito
Evan di band pasti itu kan. Evannya ini di band, Cok. Evan terkuat nih.
Should be sticking to Pearl. I think that's such a big advantage for them throughout their entire tournament. Every single team has been relying on Pearl, Loud included with that Harbor Viper comp. That's a big advantage.
It is, and all these
langsung.
teams will ban away their opponent's strongest map in one way. Haven out for FNATIC, Pearl out for the side of Loud. We head to Ascend as our first pick here. Loud, this is interesting to see them choosing into this one so early into the series. I almost expect them to maybe try and show something special in the Lotus, something they had cooked up, but not to be. FNATIC go fracture the second.
That they do. I mean, just fresh off a victory. This was the final map of the series just yesterday versus Na'Vi. Granted, it was a little bit closer. 13-11, they were able to get that win. They're still feeling confident in the fracture pick. And
Split the
now could be coming through as well for Loud.
That one's a weird one for me. Split is a double duelist for both sides, and I really don't know how those compositions go up against each other because you put so much into your stars. So
Lotus nih, bos.
Go either way. Lotus here. We haven't seen Loud play it yet. FNATIC We had a chance to see it yesterday against Navi. It looked pretty solid.
It did. There's big question about what Loud wants to play. Their map number 5, we will land on Icebox.
Lo tuh lebih menguasai map yang agak kecil bang size-nya. Oke, enggak sih. Sebenarnya lebih ke aim sih. Tetap guys, mau strat sebagus apapun kalau aim-nya gila kayak si Aspas sama si Derke kemarin. Kayak tetap aja guys nembaknya headshot. Kok rame yang Brazil dukung Lot? Karena Lot dari Brazil, cow.
It's a little weird because, like I said, they're getting out of Pearl. Loud has been using that to their advantage the entire time.
And I love this Viper composition we saw from Loud last time. The ideas they had combining the snake bite with other utility, it was fantastic. But FNATIC has seen it now.
Map 1, Ascent, Prime Gaming, Agent Select. Let's see what the teams have brought to the table.
Omen.
That's why I'm curious to see if they continue to run it. We'll find out in a moment here.
Sama kah?
Yes, they are going to be
stratnya sama kah, guys?
Maybe they would change it up, flash it once, get that win over DRX, then swap. But no,
nggak sama guys.
I think this comp select right here, this agent select sets the tone for the entire series. Both
nggak ada Sova
are not
di
going
Loud.
to be switching up comps too often.
No
so
recon guys ya.
Right off the bat, maybe that is a sign for things to come. Maybe we won't get any agent select changes throughout the entire series.
It's going to be interesting to see, but we start this map on Ascent, FNATIC on the defense. This is a map where where Durka can feel so incredibly comfortable to take space, to op on this defense, and for the side of Loud, they're going to have to shut him down.
Yeah, for me, it's still all going to be about this Jet v Jet, Durka versus Aspas. Let's see who comes out on top.
The teams are ready to load into the map, so we're about to send it over to our captains.
Reverse,
we're sending love out to Pansy, who can't be here with us today. And as we do, we send it over to Brennan Sideshow for the call. Gents, take it away.
32 teams whittled down to just 2 right here, and the stage is set, Josh, for a grand battle between Loud and
Flash 25, Aspas 121 bang. Yang benar kamu Angel.
We're going to see history being made here today.
It's guaranteed. There has never been a team to be able to acquire 2 titles in Valorant. No player that has lifted 2 trophies. But at the end of this match, we will have somebody, either Chronicle on the side of FNATIC or that Loud core of Sadak, Les, and Aspas, who won champions in 2022.
Chronicle bisa ngangkat 2 trofi, cok.
It would be. The crowd are looking forward to it. The desk has set it up. That Jet battle is what I'm going to be keeping my eyes on too.
Aspas gak pakai ini Sheriff bro, Derke Sheriff nih guys.
It is a long way to earning that trophy for both of these squads.
Long way indeed. 5 potential maps. For both sides, eager.
Kayak kalau pakai Viper tuh enak kayak buat kontrol mid-nya ya.
But a pistol round is where it begins. This is a very cautious approach for now, but an explosion. Dog's going to be
kayaknya masuknya gampang banget,
Aspas following right behind it, and nothing in their sights to stop it, but Nana swarms at his feet.
Aspas
moves one of them, alarm bot spotted, turret as well. That's going to be clearing the backside.
Udah ngedes guys.
And you're going to see FNATIC in general on this map go for set retakes. They don't like to flood in as the plant is going down. They like to be very structured, make sure there's nobody tree, clear out anybody that could be backstabbing, and they're going to realize here that all 5 players are towards site and A main.
So peace of mind towards Cat. Knife against it, flash up the top, can't detonate it though, suppressed. Fragment Nade going to be clearing a part of that one, and now here comes the waterfall, right down and out, Fragment Nade finds it.
Let's go!
And the fight's being taken, FNATIC laying claim to the map. Then claim to the site, it's all down to this. Les, with the most to do, trying to spam it and poster starting things up. Man's gonna need a security detail with attempts like that.
Hampir di pisau ya guys ya.
What a way to approach it. What a mentality that showcases heading
Leo
into round 1.
Leo, cok.
Boos echoing out in the arena.
Leo yang panas guys, Leo guys. Bisa nih guys.
To me that not only is Boaster dialed in, but he's willing to get up in Loud's face early. FNATIC are all, laughs and jokes, smiles when it's outside the server, but you can tell in those interview pieces, when Boaster's talking, his whole Valorant career, his life for the last few years has been focused on
gila berisik banget gila. Gitu. Viper tuh enak buat kontrol mid, enak banget.
But like I said, the journey there to earn it is gonna be an arduous one today.
So close, you can almost taste it.
Aduh.
Okay, crossfire setup. Lovely opener here for Loud, but a return from Durka. Paranoia. Matches onto his face, might have been friendly fire, but okay, Aspas Completely separated from the rest of his team now.
Nice, Derke.
Awkward still.
Jepit. Aduh, Aspas mati. Buru Derke lagi.
The rifle over to Aspas with the bulldog. This guy can make short work of many targets.
Awkward for Chronicle too. It's a good 0 point. It finds both of them at close mid. But Chronicle, if he had committed to that fight, would have been in dangerous territory if they had turned on him. It's a weird situation.
Mereka kontrol, mereka kejahan di mid guys, mereka guys. Enak tuh
Everybody weak on Loud, but you can't afford to give this round away if you're in the Fnatic camp.
Oke, 3 orang low sih guys, tapi enak sih.
It's that one reaction. Crosshair onto the head to be found, and
Alfier's missed it.
Advantage turned around. Yep, and the timing is missed. Alfier, none the wiser. Contact is the name of the game, and well, the angle's watched. Alfier falls, and it's up to Chronicle. Turled up, bides his time, waits it out. Here's the plan, but denies. Now he's got backup.
Nice,
teammates
Buster!
helping him. It should be safe hands. So much to do for 2 years. Spike in his hands with 6 seconds remaining. Absolutely unwinnable unless Boaster gives away his life, but no. Scurries away, tail between his legs. But it is that round win that he was hunting for.
And what a difference. Boaster immediately forced to make an about face on his mentality
Leo,
from
Derke nih,
round 1
bos.
to round 2.
Gila. Lost have 21 record on Essen guys ya.
And like you said, Brent, forced to just escape with his dignity intact. Look at that record all time from Loud. I said no teams won 2 titles, but Loud are different. They've only ever lost to 2 squads. The old crew, the current
Gila, ngeri banget Loco anjir.
They've only lost 4 series ever. 34-4 the record. Here comes Derke.
Tiles crunch play, but no one to
DB.
that one. Instead, it's going to be up to Leo. Here's the Trailblazer. This is an instant response. Dash forwards on top of Generator now. Cuts up the angles. And who's that? Bunkered down into the back of the site in hell. It's Alfier.
Nice,
Up close and personal, just the way he likes it. But a trade, nevertheless. That's going to be the return of fire. And do they want to try and get aggressive? Doesn't look likely. Paranoia might have set something up. A bit of spam now.
Equal damage exchange on both parts. Blaze is on the lurk as well. He's got a pinch coming from Catwalk. And Boaster might not be ready for this.
Falling down so low. This last layer, final element to it. TP into the site though. It's a faster play by FNATIC still. They want to try and take this one before they can set up. Loud anchoring the positions. Kawazine unknown. Did not know where the players were coming from still. Doubled up in hell.
Here comes Les.
Loud are just...
Nice try. Nice bonus.
Great backstab play by Les there, and Fnatic committed to the round. That is not a bonus in round 3. Look at him coming through the pinch. I love what Boaster does on these retakes, the way that he always is teleporting into the smoke. But that means that he's not there to watch the pinch coming through the backstab.
Andai kayu nggak ngumpet bang.
Les is good for it, and that applies pressure early. Fnatic drop down onto an eco. That's all of the damage that was done in round 2. Coming back to bite them.
Dia force bite tadi, Cok.
So answered in kind. Trying to be taken here. You can see that util once more clearing the way. So Louder feeling quite comfortable grabbing that orb. Steady as it goes.
Loud love to put a focus on these A-site hits. They're very drilled with them. Even when Aspas didn't perform his best, their attacking protocols, the set plays, the teamwork, it's all really good.
It's their bread and butter. Look at this. 3 of the players allowed, just funneling onto the one side of the site.
They always have multiple players facing. It's very difficult to anchor the A site against them, because when you swing from Dice or Generator, you're going to be facing 2-3 players from Loud, all just slowly getting into the site and watching for you. Here's Les again.
Oh my goodness, shots going a little bit wide, but Swarm into position. Doesn't clear the corner. Oh, Leo! Double spray down. Tries to pick up a bit of an upgrade, 18 bullets, and my goodness, it gets hairy, but...
Dapat 3 loh Leo, Cok.
Actually closed out. Safe hands from Sadak, the IGL of this squad.
A small limiter onto the economy, but nothing that Loud can't shake off quickly.
Leo nggak carry mulu nih, Cok, anjir.
And this map, of course, the first one in the series, is favored towards Loud. They've looked better.
Oke, ini bagus di Loud ya, duitnya lebih banyak jauh.
With the former roster, and they don't look like they're slowing down now. versus FNATIC's Ascent that was really dodgy in the past, but has just been slowly refined with the addition of Leo and Chronicle. Leo fighting here with Durka in mid, looking to break a dart for him, perhaps. This Viper Orb that gets bloomed is really tough for Durka because it can drop at any time. It is not like an Omen Smoke. And he just, just gets out the way.
They seem to know, though.
Yeah!
Out of position and the dash into the wall. What a blunder. Loud quick to capitalize, and look at the squeeze that's occurring. Leo has to back up, has to back away, and he does claim the one. Still Seekers now. Used to try and take that market position. Loud wondering what's going on, and Leo goes for it. Okay, Hunter's Fury up close, and a flash play! What is that? FNATIC cooking up plays out of nowhere.
Incredible coordination. That's such an unorthodox position to ult from, but that's Leo to a T, isn't it? Always doing something new on Initiator. And now the pressure on these final two players from Loud. Barely any health between them. Spike in hand, that's about the only saving grace.
Yeah.
What is going on there?
Yeah.
The players are low. Still, Leo just not quite ready for it.
Maybe looking at the mini-map or looking towards tiles. Communicating, not focused on what's going on in front of him, and it's opened a gap.
Oh, and it cleared their way through. Look at that, Viper wall up still.
Woo!
The not watched for, and
Let's go, Fajir.
will not be caught unaware.
Kasih dua aja
Great
yuk.
stuff. Very diligent. And what a set play from FNATIC. They were throwing those out many times in the semi-final against Na'Vi. Not necessarily on this map, of course, but on Fracture we saw such awesome set coordinated aggression. This team has now taken all of that
Kasih dua aja.
excellence from Boaster, from Mini, and added to it the intuition of players like Leo and Chronicle. It's a dangerous mix. It's working so well for them at this tournament.
The ability to cook up plays like that on the fly. No hesitancy. Well-earned round for FNATIC now.
Mereka ada ulti, satu Chronicle ulti. Ada 3 ulti dari Loud ya. Loud kalau misalnya bisa ngeplan, bisa ngulti nih si Sadak.
A bit of a passive setup too from Althea, but it's the A side of the map that's getting tested, and that is really common for Loud. They're going to end A frequently. Mid control, A splits, A bursts. They always have enjoyed that side of the map. Feels to me like that's where Sadak is the most comfortable.
Given 2 years in an advanced position, he has his ult to reposition at a moment's notice. So not too worried about him just watching now, but it looks like setting up now for bit of that tree control.
Okay, bakal di smoke kah?
Once more, Aspas is the one who's making sure that he can claim and vacuum up all that space. Revealed though, still has to hug the wall. Paranoia goes so wide. Durka tries to go for a bite of the apple, but he's pushed back nevertheless. Now we see it. Viper's Pit drop down.
Bahkan di ulti. Aduh,
Strength of this composition comes from this big ultimate. We saw DRX getting faltered time and time again, but this time FNATIC are not going to be deterred. They want to try and take this one, jumping down onto the site. Up top, and it's Durka who claims it first. That jet head-to-head, manifest.
Tuiz has ulted behind them, and the spike is not inside the pit.
But it is chaos. It's anyone's game right now, anyone's rounds. Tap at a spike, seeing if they can force the positioning.
Yeah.
Chronicle, unaware of any sort of players in his sight lines. The pit drop down 2 to 2v2. And Bosa's taking it. Half of the defuse. Gets out
Nice!
of his life, and Leo, what is
Gila,
that?
Leo serem banget, Cok.
3 in a round, and he just closes it out. It's more than safe hands at this point, Josh. The man's pulling them ahead.
He's unbelievable.
Gila, Leo,
This
Cok.
19-year-old
Leo panas
player,
banget dari kemarin,
the
anjir.
prince that was promised
Ini
of
orang ngeri juga ya.
initiators from EMEA has just made such a difference to this squad. He's their best player. He's the best player in this tournament from FNATIC. And that is a very, very tough bar. When you're playing it with players like Durka, Althea, Chronicle, being the best player on the squad is absurd. 11-4 currently.
Gila, santai banget ya, Cok.
Dominates Haven, rules Ascent.
Santai banget anjir. Durka belum panas nih, belum. Dia OP ntar dia nih.
Almost unheard of. And what is the answer gonna be?
Udah kasih 2 aja, bro. Udah sumpah.
This is bold from Durka. The Viper Wall makes it very difficult to challenge this position, because if it goes up and down, anyone could be behind it.
They're crawling. A lovely one claims.
Whoa.
Still shut down. Chronicle, bit of a bailout.
Whoa.
Hold down a mouse one, and they all come tumbling down.
And you saw there as well a gorgeous shock dart. To be able to knock Kawanzine out of his Trailblazer, I mean, Leo's got it all, the utility. The game sense is all there to match.
Dapat loh anjing si Leo.
The arena holds their breath. Praying for that miracle.
Nice, Fajar.
Easy ones, Alfie quick to shut it down.
Kasih 2 aja bro, jangan kasih lebih cok, biar lu bisa menang FNATIC yuk.
FNATIC have so many ideas on the defensive side. Leo's frequently going to be throwing these really deep darts that inform rotates, and when you have a team like Loud that loves stacking on one side of the map, running a lot of 4-1 executes, those darts get really good value. And so far too, we've just seen fantastic coordination between, especially, I want to point out, Brent.
Masih Dev bang, harus back point, iya harus back point guys. Minimal kayak 9-3 atau 10-2 itu bisa bagus banget ya. Oh nggak nonton yang YouTube Valorant Indo bang, ini lebih cepat guys, lebih enak.
The shock dart to cancel the Trailblazer and then Chronicle spraying everybody down with the Odin. Those are the 2 new guys. And when I looked at this FNATIC squad, and to be honest, the Loud squad too, I thought both teams would need more time to win a trophy.
Sebenernya enak 2 map sih guys ya, jam 2 ya. Ini kalau jam 2.15 sudah mulai, kita 2 map deh guys ya, sampai jam 3 ya guys ya, oke? Seru sih 2 map nih, kalau satu sama sih, wah.
Who's widely regarded as the best player in the world at the end of 2021 when he won Berlin and almost took champions in the same year. But his 2022 season was just miserable. He got denied that land by 2 milliseconds.
Rambut baru bang, yoi.
Dreams crushed under the weight of political.
Masa di kandang kalah bang. Kalau kalah 3-0 sih GG lagi ya.
But his individual impact is insane.
Bang kapan aku jago booster, kamu yang nembak miss mulu. At least kalau lu nggak bisa nembak ya guys ya. Sebagai player yang kalau nembaknya itu belum jago, main utility-nya aja cobain belajar. Buat flash, bantuin teman, buat flash gitu. At least ngebantu cu. Berkope di mana anjing?
Loud, they do this time and time again. If you've been watching their games, they love to play heavy and hard here for this A main control.
Suppression onto Kawanzine. They're normally going to follow the Trailblazer.
Booster masih ada smoke gak? Masih ada. Booster ada 1 smoke lagi.
Keep 3 players from FNATIC on this side of the map. Durka's operator doesn't really have a great way of being cleared. Seems like a good position to play in my opinion.
Off to the side. To Trailblazer. A wider swing from Sadak, lucky to get out alive, and he does a decent amount of damage.
Nice.
Bruising Durka, but not dissuading him. Going back for more. Darlining him up. How does Sadak claim
nice
that
booster.
one? But it's an even fight. Made a bit less so. FNATIC are returning fire. And a bit of a pause in the round. Boaster teleports behind them. That's with the jump peak, he knows. He's got to be aware of this. Kawazine's alone on just on the side planning. There's no backup. Every angle has to be watched for, and it's just looking nigh impossible. Doors closed in their face. Lockdown is going to be pushing them deep into wine. It's a heavy positioning known.
Nah, Booster bisa maju nih guys.
That just shows you how determined FNATIC are to break the economy again of Loud.
Look at the layers of smokes here. Weapon out, flash connects. Trying to return.
Let's go, Booster!
Booster with a backstab.
It's amazing stuff. 2 ults used, but they're both perfect. Boaster never overstepping, never overflanking, just causing chaos in the ranks, pulling less back, and then he's exactly there when his team needs him, playing anti-flash, ready to swing. What incredible value Durka got with the operator too.
Itu dapat 2 Durka cow, kalau nggak kalah itu FNATIC guys.
Other teams haven't punished Loud for. There is no Sova in this comp, right? There's no drone to be able to go in. There's no recon dart. The Oppa can hold that angle for a long time.
Yep, certainly.
Botak cheater, nggak cheater lah itu. Biasa aja itu mah. Duitnya udah sangat miskin ya, Cloud ya.
Now this is harder because he's going to have smokes in his face, guaranteed.
Nggak bisa emang cowok kalau nge-mid cowok, masih dikontrol.
Knock down to the weaker weapons. And here we go. Anything but patient. It's fast. It's rapid. They want to take control of this one. Stun onto Boaster. Where is he TP into? Cuts across the angle. There's a smoke in his way, and they are none the wiser. Loud getting silenced here. A tap of a spike. Rotates around. It's a little bit awkward, but guess what? It's a triple for Boaster. Durka. All reliable. And 2 at the end. That's the cherry on top.
Pinter banget anjing Boaster. Gua pakai itu. Gua pakai, Cok. Gua pakai tuh ya strasnya ya. Gua pakai sumpah strasnya anjing. Gua pakai sumpah itu. Smoke di situ, TP ke sana, Cok.
One loss all time. It used to be FNATIC's worst, but they look so prepared. And the teamwork has just kept building on Ascent with the addition of Chronicle.
Gak ada yang sorakin.
Looks so much better too.
Lauda steadily running out of room here in this first half. 3 more rounds going to be standing between them and the end of it.
And their defense side is very good. Their defense side is normally better on Ascent, but Loud still needs some breathing room.
Sepi banget nih Loudnya. Susah sih itu kan kalau di one tap ya.
Same play as before. Dog to clear, counter spam from Aspas. No rewards gained from that one still. It's now a
ini guys, ini di one way, Cok.
Risky, thought he was looking to inquire about pushing that smoke. No, backs away.
I think something like that might be a good idea though. From Loud's perspective, they need to break down these defensive protocols by FNATIC. Throw something new in there.
Trying to reclear. Boasts on a high ground angle here. Spots just Kawazine. Now the Seekers.
Great spam.
Again, Boaster. It's good for it. Knows that there could have been a player pushing up behind it still. Field can be active now, the Seekers. One after another, layering that util. Pushing forwards and they want to fight for this. A bit of running. Lovely job done. Still need to deal with Leo. Ready and waiting. He's been performing miracles. Jumping, hopping round the side, but less is that extra guy. And he's making it so damn hard. Still, the jiggle with the movement. Alfier traded. Down to Chronicle, and how does he want to play this?
9-3 sini.
Odin's not ideal for it. Money in his back pocket, though. Could play this if he wants to, but so many angles.
Aduh. Itu nggak kejaga, Cok. Shortnya anjir diras.
Get that additional round.
And that is what I wanted to see from Loud. Make the pathing unusual. Pushing up there towards heaven is great because those players on site don't quite know how to react. 2 players in heaven, Boaster didn't realize they were pushing towards him. He assumed it was an A split. Throwing in a little curveball there is excellent from Loud. It gets them back in, build an economical cushion. And now you can hit them with some kind of fast A.
Rote nggak balance sih ya, Jat. Anjir nggak ada yang bantuin FNATIC, kasian.
And if you manage to get 4 on the board, this isn't a bad attacking half.
FNATIC going to be aiming to stop all of that and more.
Durka keeps looking for these opportunities in mid, despite the fact he's got the Viper Orb in his face. And Boaster, what a bold play this is.
Oh, this
yeah!
Oh my, timing is everything. Didn't quite have the window of opportunity. It's up to Chronicle to see if he can again push them away.
And the unforced errors creeping in here from FNATIC are going to let Loud back into the game.
Leo, anti-flash position, turret. At his back, broken though. Now to util, dodges it to the side. Leo though cannot stand it. Up to Alfier. 2 players swarm his position. Claims a second. Not too bad.
Duh, ini kalau dapat banyak, tekernya susah, Cok. FNATIC, Cok.
Sailing away in this round. Pop flash play, Chronicle not allowed anything additional.
Dapat kasih 2 lagi, anjir.
Well, after the misstep from Boaster, all the rest is excellent from Loud. Sending that flash in and dealing with Leo, who's normally good for 1 in that situation, but it's the punish onto Durka that I really love. The awareness to know that off Leo's contact, Durka's going to updraft and go for some kind of knife play. I think that's an excellent idea from FNATIC, and Loud are already 1 step ahead.
Biasa aja, biasa aja.
10 and 11 have made this a good half.
They'd be loving it if they can get the final one.
Durka nggak bisa, Durka.
Beautiful beginning.
Look at how difficult it is for Durka to be able to get any space in mid or B main. These are normally areas where jet hoppers thrive.
Nice.
Ball fades, it gives him the sight line. Durka quick to meet his match here. Lockdown going to be placed. Hunter's Fury from the back of the site means that is taken care of. Answered in kind with an ultimate over the top. That's fast dashing. Once more, Leo's there. And it's a bit awkward, it's a bit strange.
Nice!
He's out on an island. No help from the rest of his team, down to just 2. It's looking all but sealed for FNATIC to get that 8th round. Tadak, reset, lovely job.
Udah low dia.
Is that a bit of an overheat from Leo, perhaps?
Tries to find it, but it is just left up to the IGL, and he will be denied any opportunity of making the most of that. 8-4, that's going to be that scoreline.
Very good half from FNATIC, but I do think Cloud recovered it. It's back into winnable territory here. Having said that, Loud are expected to win on Ascent. It's their best. Has looked.
Gila, Leo jago, Cok. Leo jago, guys, anjir.
It would be a fell blow for Loud to lose their home ground early. Pistol round is going to mean so much.
Absolutely will, but the first half locked up here, and hopefully a very long grand finals. Let's say
15-8 Leo, anjir. Itu Leo Djaja, bang. Rio.
Thank you very much, Brent and Saito. I'm joined by Buzz from DRX. It's great to have you in the venue today, Buzz. What did you make of the first half we just saw?
I think FNATIC played really good, but I think the round showed their weakness because they play with the 2 smokes comp. So the attack of 2 smoke is not really good, but
Buzz like her.
They take well and everything was good, but I don't know how it's going to be in defense, but the Viper is one of the strongest agents in defense, so I don't know how it's going to be, but I don't know, yeah. But Loud could win this, I think.
Oh, well, obviously you played against Loud already and in front of a crowd that was very similar. They were not cheering
Ini yang lagi bad play kemarin, iya. Dia nggak balik, Cok. Nonton dulu.
So what was it like to play in front of the home crowd here? And how much pressure do you think the FNATIC players are under right now?
Honestly, I really enjoyed a lot with the Brazilian crowd, even though they are not supporting us. But it was a really good experience and it was really funny. Even though we lost, I also enjoyed so much. But I think the FNATIC players, they enjoying as well. So I don't.
Kasian bahasa Inggrisnya susah,
How
Cok.
difficult is it, do you think, to just ignore the crowd? Like, what did you do?
I didn't ignore the crowd, but I just enjoyed, like, even they are not supporting us, like, but I like, okay, they're supporting us, yes.
Oh, you gotta pretend, you gotta pretend. Yeah.
Yang main apa kamu bisa, bang? Susah dia bahasa Inggrisnya, Cok. Kasian, Cok. Orang Korea tuh bahasa Inggrisnya emang susah banget, nggak lancar-lancar banget ya pasti. Ini udah bagus loh, guys, orang Korea sebegitu bahasa Korea. Orang Jepang, orang Korea tuh emang bahasa Inggrisnya biasanya agak kurang ya.
In our grand finals here in Sao Paulo.
The defense side is unusual with this composition as well.
Back.
These snake bites extremely well.
Aspasnya tidur ya, guys ya.
Exactly where I was going to go with this too. FNATIC are yet to drop a map at lock-in. They have been perfect so far. We'll see how the pistol goes, but I'm pretty sure everybody expected this finally would be the time where FNATIC met their match.
Unless Korea berasratnya. Kalau Korea asli itu susah, guys. Inggris tuh di sana tuh kurang apa sih? Kurang di push banget gitu loh.
And it's a strange setup here actually from Loud. They only used this Viper wall a single time in the game against DRX, and they ended up losing that round. Obviously quite difficult to get through though if it is an A split.
Mid kah? Minta 3, Cok. Jangan, Cok. Jangan mid.
Look at this setup. Potential trap play. Less if you're going to be taking contact, or at least the turret is. There's going to be a flash on the backside of this one. Turret sees it, flash play, and it's a double swing.
Gue bilang jangan ke mid.
2 fall. FNATIC left to scramble.
What a great trap. I love that play by Loud. Adding something that we didn't see throughout the entirety of their game on Ascent. A brand new play that Loud bring out for the pistol round.
Snakebite relieves that.
Nice, Boaster!
Wow, that's an important fight to win.
Nice!
He's still here, he's still waiting. What is occurring? It's pandemonium! The knife kill from Sanak, and he's still alive, he's still kicking. Time running low though, 12 seconds. It has to be fast, it has to be loose. Paranoia, not going to have that tool in their back pocket for this one, and the plan has to be stuck inside the smoke out here, covering. They don't have control of the back of the site.
They don't know if anyone's here.
That's why they're trying to clear it. Still seem to be a little bit more comfortable now.
Sadakku tuh jauh banget tuh dari 2 HP tuh.
One stray bullet would have found him. Could have evened up this battle.
Aduh, jangan ngepick lah, Boster.
And Boster, maybe a little bit too overexcited there. Alpha, how much can you do? Viper's Pit round the side, flash blocks, paranoia though, layers on layers.
Dapat pistol lagi, Cok, defense-nya, Cok. Damn.
How does Loud recover that? What did I just witness? An insane trap play off the rip to make it a 5v3, and then this.
Apa nggak di cover itu, Cok?
Sadak's bringing a knife to a gunfight in Catwalk, who comes out on top.
Unbelievable.
Leo's left rattled. Boaster should have done enough to equalize, but that is an absurd round. And Loud are back to their classic defensive setup here. The Killjoy utility will pivot from A to B, but you see the Viper Wall used for flood
dikira bakal mati, guys.
over on the B site, and these snake bites very difficult to get through.
That's brutal. What are you going to do? Disrespect it? Sadak is up close, holding the angle. Backs away though, just in case there was any sort of presence.
And the whole reason that Sadak is close there is to check and see if Boaster has TP'd across.
Dark flash reclearance.
This setup, though, from Loud doesn't have a great ability to retake A main in the mid-round. There's no KO there to be able to reflash it. So now that FNATIC have taken A main, they probably have it for the rest of the round. So they can leave, and Loud will probably never have great information about whether or not FNATIC could re-hit A. I like how Boaster's playing this one, but you've got to remember FNATIC are still at a fairly heavy gun disadvantage here.
Absolutely. Not favored when it comes down to any of those duels, any of those gunfights. Game plan seems to be just farm up the orbs, take control of main, make sure that they can build up these ultimates for a future battle where they're going to be a little bit more even.
And FNATIC have been very diligent about that. Mimi on the desk was talking about it when it came to their Fracture gameplay, but they do it on all of the maps.
Almost there. Triggers. No play off of it, but it's just that spam.
It's
down
a fake.
20 seconds.
It's going to be an A split.
Spike is leaning towards A, but they've got to deal with Sadak. Dada's back still. He's cool, calm, and collected. Removing the util. And they're running out of time. This could be a disaster for FNATIC. Overcooking this one. Can't be saving these pistols.
Aduh.
Will answer kindly.
Protes cepu. Tenang guys, di Valorant itu guys. Tau gue tuh dia tuh pakai headset ini guys, headset helikopter guys ya. Headset helikopter itu guys, headset helikopter itu lu nggak bakal bisa denger suara dari luar. Boleh sekencang apapun. Dia pakai headset helikopter, Cok.
Even with the eco kills towards the end. So there's nothing major to craft the game plan around. Okay, we're back to the A Viper Wall.
Emang ini map defender nah, makanya gue nggak tahu nih bisa FNATIC nggak ngambil berapa tuh 3 ya? Ngambil 5 poin, Cok, anjir.
So this lineup from Chronicle is going to clear out Wine.
ML juga pakai, Cok.
And what I noticed watching the FNATIC attack,
delay powernya kuat banget bang, iya delay powernya kuat. Tapi kalau misalnya ini ntar terasnya bagus, si Boaster bisa masuk dengan gampang guys ini guys. Sekalinya masuk, post play-nya jalan ini.
And that gives the defenders just a brief extra moment to react.
Lu jangan majuin Boaster, gila lu.
Drawing through a timing. The potential is there for Boaster. Looks like he might want to go for this one, but no. Viper Wall in his face pushes him back. Jump spotting from 2 years. No one in his sight line. It's so delicate from FNATIC. Waiting around, a bit of presence shown though. Alarm bot's cleared. Knife in, Boaster. How do you win this one? Well, his team's going to be helping him out. Choke point contained, doubled up position, Aspas. How do you bail yourself out? Dash active. A bit of help for them, but already the damage is done. FNATIC have claimed this site, going to start to get this plant down. Still, play to be made. Dashes forward, cuts it up, they know Alfie is here.
Ya, Fajar ke weave. Senjata mereka loh, Cok.
Aspas is deadly. Vandal in his hands. Flick it nice. Dodging, weaving.
Baru darah-darah banget coronnya, Cok.
Come out on top.
Soalnya jelek Kelot ini, dia delay powernya tinggi guys, tapi mereka itu nggak bisa cari info betul. Mereka itu inisiator bukan recon guys, cuman flash doang. Holler, thank you for joining. Sebenarnya gampang banget guys kalau si bosser ini, harusnya strategi mereka itu split. Di saat si kayaknya nyari info dengan flash, mungkin mereka ini nggak gampang rotate guys. Intinya nih si orang-orang ini guys, orang-orangnya si Cloud ini nggak akan cepet rotate. Aduh. Si mereka ini nggak bakal cepet rotate guys, karena mereka punya stars itu emang nggak peduli mau ada 5 orang, mereka akan tetap jaga gitu loh. Dia bakal bertahan hold karena mereka nggak punya inisiator coy. Dapat info 5 tuh susah banget sih, ini nggak akan tahu. Mereka bakal di split, pasti di split cari info. Sekarang tinggal Fnatic nyari infonya, ada 2 atau 3 orang satu side. 2 orang bisa diajar. Nice Derke.
Overstaying is welcome in tiles. Kawazine, he did get good information, but pays for it with his life.
B-nya kosong tuh kan. Oke, mereka read kan. Yang mati itu 2 orang B, harusnya B-nya kosong. Nah, kalau bosser udah bisa baca, dia pasti tahu si Loud ini jarang banget rotate orangnya. Mereka bakal eco, bakal saving pasti. Ini nggak tahu sih ya. Saving kan? Saving tuh. Mereka nggak punya duit.
There's a few errors creeping into Loud's game here. Right? Aspas is not having a great
game. Cocok lu bang boleh cost Paperrex, enggak juga lah. Mana gue cuman pakai analisis saat doang, cok. Cuman kalau lebih kayak gitulah guys. Kalau gue dari tim Loud ini guys, kalau lu ngeliat stratsnya mereka, kalau lu baca, mereka ini nggak akan rotate guys, sampai orang yang masuk ngeplan baru rotate. Kalau nggak kecuali udah ada info misalnya guys, dia kalau misalnya cuma kelihatan satu orang mereka nggak akan rotate. Kecuali udah ngeras masuk, anak lesnya mati 1, 5 orang masuk keras, baru mereka rotate. Mereka tuh nggak yang kepancing sama smoke, kepancing sama utility, nggak akan kepancing mereka cok. Santai banget mainnya, udah tunggu aja, ngepick aja dulu. Kalau misalnya lu belum ngeras. Mereka percaya dengan individual mereka masing-masing, mereka akan nge-defend gitu loh. Mereka akan tetap jaga side mereka sampai titik darah penghabisan gitu loh. Sabar kan tuh, lihat. Mereka akhirnya, kalau mereka nggak sabar, mereka nge-push tuh kan. Mereka nggak dapat info, akhirnya mereka nge-push. Si Chuanzin nggak dapat info kan. Dia nge-push cok. Ada nggak ya di B-mainnya? Coba nge-push yuk barang yang nge-push. Taunya mati, ya udah. Rugi kan.
I would imagine here that Chronicle's gonna want to claim this ult orb at some point in the round. But the A-main setup is difficult to break with the one-way.
Pindah-pindah mulu, cok.
Risky for Kawazine, but he does a lot of damage thanks to the Guardian he's got on board.
Goodness me. Alpha, walking away, a bit wounded, limping. Dash though from Aspas, starting to fade. Seems to be aware. Boaster's up to no good, and he's lurking, creeping, crawling in mid. Is that a fight that's about to be taken?
Mati Boaster nih. Boaster mati cok, mungkin dia sabar.
I mean, this looks like it's gonna be a B hit here. With Boaster going down, it's all up to these players in B main.
In that 4v5. Seekers instantly.
That's banget Derke.
Well, an easy target. Basically, you have paper mache standing between him and the bullets. He's no longer living.
Boaster nggak bakal sabar guys, dia nggak bakal diem doang situ guys. Kecuali dia tahan banget sampai plan, nggak mungkin. Dia bakal maju banget.
Here's where we get to see the Viper Wall in action. How do FNATIC set up in the post plans to still support each other?
Oh, Lombard, you can see them trying to get the warband kill.
Ya ketahuan Fajar bro. Mereka tahu nih 3 lawan 3. 4 lawan 3 guys, side guys. Fajar ketinggalan. Aduh. Nice.
And how do you clear him out? Just absolutely bunkered. Time running low. Spike. Barely any time left to play with. What is that? Sadak making the most. Leo, how do you hold on? 33 health, but he's done enough. The players allowed, trying to vacate, trying to save their weapons. They will do just that, but purely consolation, Josh. It's FNATIC who win the round.
And FNATIC get
mereka dapat OP nggak? Oh, dapat OP mereka, Cok.
6 lead. Knocking Loud's economy back down again.
Kan FNATIC pinter guys, stratnya guys, anjir.
From taking Loud's home ground. I think Alpha does so well in this round too. Once he gets spotted in mid.
Padahal reconnya udah bagus guys ya. Reconnya udah bagus, Cok. Itu reconnya kalau di follow up banyak beberapa orang mati tuh yang kena recon guys, ketembusin soalnya. Bel scan-nya jago bang. Iya, dia timing scan-nya dia tahu banget. Orang lagi perang di scan sama dia. Gila, ini pembelian yang bagus ya, beli Leo ya. FNATIC beli Leo tuh bener-bener benefit, Cok. Mainnya aim-nya serem. Tutu apa sih tutu, Cok? Tutu bari tutu. Emang setahu gue tuh inisiator guys ya. Lu tuh nggak boleh, lu main inisiator guys. Kalau punya recon, gak usah buru-buru recon. Recon lu lempar buat cari info awal, sama pas perang lu tahan. Buat biasanya orang tuh kalau lagi di rush berlima tembak-tembakan lu recon. Supaya ada orang yang bisa nembakin, ketahuan reconnya misalnya kena, ditembusin, dalam smoke ditembak gitu loh. Gitu guys. Tutu itu apa sih tutu? Gue tanya tutut. Oke, uangnya sih masih ada FNATIC ya. Masih ada banget buat beli, Cok, uangnya. Tapi kok half armor ya?
Maneuver your way around this one. Still 2 players anchoring her to the back, so Loud comfortable for now. Still hot flash play, and there's the response. Chronicle there. Judge in the back line. Fearless from Boaster. 7 the fight anyway.
Yeah.
Doubled up though.
Nice.
Making it easy for them. And Leo.
Iko anjing.
A minute left. But the game plan has crumbled. Whatever time
ngapain lu doang situ, Cok?
Paying dividends.
Leo's ice cold in these situations. It's a very difficult one to win. But you can see that he's happy to be patient, disciplined. See if Loud are going to make any mistakes and give him a free one.
30 seconds, off angle by 2 years is far too good. No way! The movement from Leo doesn't make
dia tahu di mana, dia tahu musuh di mana.
He's found it down to that 1v2. Spike in his hands.
And the defenders spread out. They didn't realize the spike was down.
One less problem to
aduh!
deal with, but a swing off the tower.
Gila di one tap, bro.
That's discipline.
Kena half-buy sih. Ini ngapain berdua di situ anjing, kocak banget dah.
Only a judge on Sadak, but he still made things work.
Ngapain lagi di situ?
Sadak now with Pit too. So getting that into a crucial position, maybe this can be leveraged into a little run, a little spree.
Itu aneh banget sih guys, itu weird banget, Cok. That's so weird.
With how disciplined FNATIC are in the first 30 seconds usually, you know, all of these lineups to clear different areas and give them information. It does feel difficult for the more aggressive players like Aspas and Kawanzin to get their value early.
Trailblazer used, sets him up on the angle, Alfie is spotted.
But a smoke from Boaster, really nice to bail him out.
Yeah, relieves it.
B aja sih, B-nya 2, Cok.
Now you start to see that Viper's Pill. We were talking about this earlier. That is a difficult one to bypass.
It's horrible. But at the same time, FNATIC could group up and go for an A pop or a B pop, and they just don't have to deal with it at all.
Drone use close, Aspas. Disrespect shown, there's no shot, man. He's still got the dash, but all that util lobbed at his face. Has to back away now to the rest of the site. Lockdown placed, not in a spammable angle. Nothing THOR this one. Hunter's Fury leads the charge, leads them in. Jumping, skipping, straight past the nano swarms, but Durga's taken so much damage, and wow! Aspas trying to avoid it.
Itu Avajar ngapain maju begitu? Avajar ngapain ke situ?
Utility, but it's still Loud with the edge. Plant down though. B main control held by Leo. Boaster, a close corner. Now we're gonna have to clear this one.
Oh, ini mati sih dua orang nih.
They have a flash, but do they decide to put it in that place? No, doesn't quite catch him.
False information potentially. Does Sadhack still clear this one? Knife against them. He does. Runs out. No trade inside. Still, Les is there.
Gue bilang tuh dua orang itu aneh banget itu, guys.
But down to Chronicle. 1v2. Can he do it?
Time is ticking.
Time has been bought. No util in his hands. Back of the side cleared. Finds an easy fight. Down to 2 years. And this is so dangerous. Has to stick it. Is the percentage brave? And the run and gun forwards.
Let's go, FNATIC!
Themselves on that map point.
Incredible stuff there from Leo from Chronicle. Just the amount of pressure that FNATIC are under and still able to generate these rounds is absurd. First of all, great ult combo there, right?
Lu ulti Killjoy dicampur ulti Sova. Lu tahu pasti ada satu orang yang ngumpet di pojok, guys. Dipancing lagi sama FNATIC, Cok. Lu lihat gak sih? Sepinter itu si Boaster, guys ya.
Loud now with a massive ditch to dig themselves out of.
Nembak apa Derkanya? Aduh, Derka nge-weave anjing. Oh, mati. Nice.
Still Leo. God, man, this guy's util.
He almost got two.
He's knocked him down quite low, hasn't he? Nana Swarm. Moving forward, Poster. That's a TP close.
Dapat kan tuh. Dapat lagi anjing Rikonnya, bro. Wah, nggak plan sih. Pause plan. Kalau dikasih plan susah sih kayaknya harusnya.
What is the plan here from FNATIC to counter the lockdown? They must have known that it was available in the round, but they didn't have anybody backstabbing towards Catwalk. This round feels a little rushed from FNATIC.
Yeah, they don't have the foresight quite. It's given Loud this opening. Spike being defused, half on it already. If your plan is to spam, it's not a particularly good one. 2 years already gained half. Still, he gets taken down.
Flank as well coming through.
Down, and here's that reflank out for you. He might be the difference maker. He might just shut it down, but no. Goes in, the trust in his teammates. Extends the play for but a moment.
And that is a classic.
Plannya gak kejauhan sih, guys. Kalau jauh gitu susah, guys. Nge-spamnya.
They did it with 2 Ys and then Kawansi to get the other half. But that one's brutal. Everybody on Loud falls. Their economy is in no better spot. Each one of these rounds is blood, sweat and tears just to get 1 point on the board.
Dikit lagi tuh anjir mati, Cok.
From FNATIC, who has sat still at map point with 4 future rounds, future opportunities to convert.
No room for error.
Ini apa lagi tuh?
Loud are dealing with.
But for FNATIC too, they can't rush things. That round was sloppy.
Wah, ke B sih, nggak bisa sih.
He was ready, already.
Nggak bisa sih ke A sih. Udah ada Killjoy, 3 orang selesai sih. Walaupun Aspasnya turu ya. Tuh kan Aspas turu kalah kan? Loud kan? Aspas tuh kunci, guys.
No funny business, no hard fight towards A main. Loud instead, just waiting. 3 players anchored onto A. Kawas in jump spotting as well. Getting that information in the mid round.
Oke, ini kalau misalnya B-nya dapat ke plan, menang sih deh.
He's picked up the ult orb to get his Omen ult online, and the spike's headed in the opposite direction. Is this just him controlling A main and applying some pressure and meeting back up with the rest of his team? Very possible.
Seems likely. Pixel angle. Sadhack doesn't have the gun for the job.
Oke, mereka nge-delay biar buat rotate. Oh, oke, rotate 1-2 orang. Mereka nge-delay lagi buat rotate, ulti.
In play, and there's that ult that he picked up. Dash forwards, cutting it across. It's a coordinated
play.
It's a coordinated strike. The FNATIC turning the arena into a library, but Loud have got to do the most now to try and upset that. Knives in Aspas's hand. What is the cue he's waiting for? Dashing to the side, spots a player, pings it out. 1 kill found, still got the knives. An upgrade in the weapon.
Les has cleared out B main as well.
But it's a 2v3. Make it a 1v3. Aspas just nigh impossible to keep them in the map. On their favored stationary ground, still held down. And that 13th round is claimed. FNATIC off to a fantastic lead.
First blood in the series for the EMEA Super Team. Showcasing here in Sao Paulo that home territory means nothing. Home ground advantage means nothing. They battled against the crowd. And they battled against Loud's favorite map pick and come
Aspas lagi bau, Cok.
on top, still undefeated. still yet to drop a map. Remember that they got
Gila, FNATIC belum kalah sama sekali ya. Belum kalah sama sekali FNATIC ya. Satu map pun belum kalah, Cok.
For Boaster to lift the trophy with Durka.
All the way back, 2021 at Reykjavik. They got their sights set on that trophy to lift it. Is that dream come true? But obviously, any more maps left to be played before they even start thinking about it.
And I think you've got to give such incredible credit to Leo.
Salah. Kalat ya. Lihat nih, si siapa? FNATIC. Iya FNATIC, Cok. 3, 2, 2, 2, 1. Ini mah Osli, guys. 2, 2, 2, 3. Terakhir kalah sama Essen di Superdome. Ini 2022 bulan 10. Ini pertandingan persahabatan, Cok. GG ya. 1, 1, 2, 2, 2, 3. Anjir. 2, 2, 2, 3, Cok. Statistik unggul siapa ya? FNATIC sih. FNATIC lebih serem sih. 2-0 aja. Gue 2-0 tidur sih udah. Kalau 2-0 gue tidur sih. Lagian gue juga mau tidur ya. Besok kan kita mau pergi aja ya. Apa ini? Apa, Cok? Twitch tuh anjing ya. Twitch tuh kalau Twitch tuh banyak ini, Cok. Banyak apa? Banyak yang ya gitulah ya. Soalnya ini, Cok, boleh bikin itu nggak apa-apa di sini, cuy. Sepertinya itu menarik. Ini si Frudy lagi nobar juga, guys. Frudy, guys. Frudy. Apa sih? Ntar gue lempar viewers ke siapa nanti, guys? Nonton lempar viewers ke ini aja kali ya. Ke Frudy aja kali, guys. Ntar ya, guys ya. Nanti kita ntar gue dua ini aja, guys. 2 map aja, 2 map. Ngantuk, Cok. I'm so ngantuk, guys. Ntar Frudy aja, guys. Ntar lu. Nico Robin. Gue nggak boleh, Cok, nggak boleh nonton stream orang, guys. Son of the Forest, Wulong. Ini apa lagi, main Son of the Forest bajunya begini, Cok. Kenapa ya banyak ini ya? Yang nonton 130 doang loh. Jadi suka nonton di Twitch gue, guys. Banyak buah-buahan, Bang. Emang iya, guys. Aduh. Besok gue bangun pagi, Cok, masalahnya, Cok. I cannot stay late, guys. I'm so sorry, bro. So sorry ya, guys ya. Sorry banget. Makin saya makin toples, Bang. Emang iya, guys. Aku kesewa, Bang. Ya gimana, guys? Gue tuh besok tuh harus bangun pagi. Gue harus bangun early. Mundur aja Jimba ya. Besok gue tuh siang itu ada project bagus, guys. Kalian pasti gak akan kecewa deh besok siang deh, guys. Pokoknya besok siang kita ada sesuatu yang akan dilakukan oleh ZOWIE Sport. That's why kita bangun cepet. Nobari Korobin boleh. Ntar lah, guys ya. Nomor-nomor gitu bisa kena strike tahu sama yang punya konten. Iya, pokoknya besok tuh kita ada J Sport tuh ada konten seru, Cok. Di vlognya Bang, vlog ada, ntar live-nya kayaknya ada juga, guys. Makanya sabar aja, kasihlah gue waktu hari ini, guys. Ini kalau Paperrex main baru gue stay dah. Yang final bukan orang Asia, bukan tim Asia juga, cu. Kan ML Glory bukan, MPL Venue bukan.
Over loud in 13-8 fast, and we're going to break down all the happenings of that map. But I'm sorry, can we start with the fact that Boaster went for a round 1 knife in the grand final? What is wrong with that man?
Trying to put the fear of God in him, you know? I think it might have worked.
I mean, what a way to set the tone for the entire matchup. But what a game from FNATIC. They keep
Clutch-nya FNATIC 2 kali loh. Bagi Corelisian nanti gua akan coba. Per skillnya loud sih guys sebenarnya.
I think this Viper comp is definitely something that can be a little hard to play around, a little bit hard to think about, but FNATIC called against it perfectly.
Yeah, the only other loss was Optic in their very first.
Kenapa nggak nonton sendiri aja sih? Kan kalian mau nonton Nico Robin, kenapa nggak nonton sendiri? Ya sih. Kenapa nggak nonton sendiri guys? Kan bisa ya. Frody kayaknya belum buka channelnya, dia belum bisa Frody guys. Nggak bisa lagi cok. Guys yang bisa di apa desain ininya. Ini guys apa? Gak bisa cok, gue bisa ngirimin tuh ke Sandy bisa alik tapi nggak live. Kak Adel bisa, Kak Jessica KP bisa. Dulu orangnya suruh buka yuk. Ntar gue chat lah. Kan lagi live mah dia nggak buka handphone deh. Wah Leo 300 ACS-nya anjay. Nopal emang ada. Nopal belum dibuka juga channelnya guys, nggak ada. Kalau belum dicentang channelnya nggak bisa. Walaupun gue udah subscribe nggak bisa ini.
329 coming out on this initiator, a 3.0 KD. Kaos even the opposite side. We didn't see the same sort of impact performances from him, the same plays.
Kayak si Leo aja nih.
In the past, but Leo was all over this map.
I think part of it is because this game was not
Leo ngeri si Leo, Cok.
close, and I think Kaos is the guy who is able to actually help Loud when it's in chaos. For Leo, his
dapat terakhir dapat gimana caranya dah?
He does that. 23 and 12, top fragger on the server. 19 years old. It's finals.
ACS tuh kayak skor dia di map itu guys. Skor dia tuh kalau 300 gede banget anjir.
Yeah, he very much is on that course. It is incredible to watch this guy play. And for Loud, it puts him in such a tough position because even when it felt like they had these good ideas, when they found the key back in, FNATIC has that star power. They have Leo, they have Chronicle clutching up in those late rounds.
I think the biggest concern for me is that in addition to Kawanzin obviously kind of getting blown out of the water there compared to Leo, as far as just those individual players are concerned, we weren't able to see him setting things up for Aspas, who ends up bottom front.
Leo kalau orang Jepang ngomongin Rio bang.
This is that jet stomping ground, and
Leo gitu ya.
I think one of the pitfalls of that.
Navi ngeborong pemain FX kok kemarin kalah kelak yuk. Nggak tahu anjir. Kemarin mainnya jelek Navi cok. Navi tuh kemarin tuh Sugetsu nggak kelihatan mainnya. Terus siapa si Xiao juga melempem. Cinet juga melempem makanya kalah. Gampang itu kok ngomongnya. Lomba skor artinya apa Bang Messi? Waduh. Tuh enak tidur nih guys. Dipan doang ya guys. Dipan juga ya oke lah.
Much dedicated to these double controller comps, the harbor to the sky. It's one of their main game plans thus far this tournament, and I think it is a worrying sign that FNATIC has found that solution so early on. On top of that, also throughout this game, what I was impressed with was Boaster and the way that he was playing. This guy has wanted to lift a trophy for so incredibly long, and the plays he was making on Omen, it's clear that he wants this to be the final.
Looking for Loud to step it up in this second map, but it's going to be a difficult thing when you've got FNATIC firing off the way they are. The question is, will he be the same today? As we take a look at Alphayer warming up in our AIM lab, a shoot-around a little bit earlier. This guy didn't have to do too much work, if I'm being honest, on map number 1, and that's the nice thing about the way that FNATIC's playing, is that now he can look to step up map 2 and really shut out Loud.
Yeah, I think not having to do much work
is maybe an understatement because
I think his role allows for him to just do what he needs to do, and that gives room for Boaster, that gives room for Leo, that gives room for Chronicle as well, and Durka as well to just be there as an anchor. Leo, I mean,
Bikin baru dari Spanyol, Bang Rizky ada trailer bukan Spanyol anjir, itu kayaknya berhasil deh.
Talk to me here because we already have FNATIC taking Loud's map choice. Now they go to their own.
This is a map we have seen from both these teams, and it's looked good thus far. But I am a little bit worried about Loud. This is the second map out of
Fracture guys ya, map FNATIC ini.
Or at least we expect them to play into this double duelist composition. And I think we saw in their semi-final appearance versus DRX, a lot of the weaknesses of that composition get exploited a little bit. And FNATIC thus far, the way that they have been playing, it seems like they're doing a really good job.
Cepetan FNATIC 2-0 aja biar gue tidur nyenyak tuh.
Which I think could continue on their defensive side here on Fracture.
Yeah, I think one of the weaknesses.
Wah, Boaster pakai, udah kelihatan tuh Boaster pakai apa guys? Pakai Brimstone dong.
Was Sadak leading on that race, and how he actually has to get impacted with that.
Oh, ada Killjoy, ada Killjoy.
He's not the star player. He is a very good player, but he's still the IGL.
As we hop into the Prime Gaming agent select for Fracture, Achilleos, one of my concerns here for Loud is that.
Tapi Durka kemarin bau cok nih cok. Nih baunya Durka padahal cok kemarin nih.
Of the old orbs, and so it feels like they're even more so in exactly the place they want to be.
Yeah, but they did just play it yesterday, so plenty to watch there from the side of Loud, who, you know, granted, did suffer a loss to DRX on this map. DRX are incredibly well drilled at it, so I don't think you can excuse it. For me, the big people to watch here, still, it's going to be Kawenzine, and then it's going to be Chronicle on the opposite side. The breaches, determining what the tempo of these pushes, these attacks coming into the side.
Tembak kok jadi melempem begini guys.
Can have similar impact to each other. This could be a really
Yang buat bonekanya anjir.
I'm looking at the post plants and the retakes. FNATIC fantastic in these posts, but Loud plays forward in their retakes. They're great at them.
We're ready for map number 2 to get underway. Can Loud strike back and bring us to a 1-1 as we set
Let's go, map 2 nih bos.
For the call.
There lies the question, doesn't it? FNATIC striking that first blow in this best of 5 grand finals, and we'll see if Loud can answer in kind, returning fire on a map pick that's not theirs as we head into Fracture.
Reina nggak pernah dipakai ya coy ya, jarang banget pakai Reina.
Players that have been to 2 grand finals before. I'm looking towards Sadak, I'm looking at Aspas and Les. The veterans of this squad to really step up and act as examples.
Durka ngapain nih? Durka ngapain tuh?
To show them how it's done and how you perform when the
Alright, map kedua, Fracture, map picknya dari FNATIC. Apakah FNATIC bisa membawa seri sini ke 2-0 atau 1 sama ya guys ya? Kalau dari gua sih kayaknya sih 1 sama sih.
How he's having to shift. No longer the rookie superstar of the team, now he also has the responsibilities of leading his team mentally at times.
Early presence there from the utility. Nade up close and look at that. Swarm into position. Les is in trouble. Leaps and bounds away from the side and barely gets away with his life. It's a faster play still. Loud look to try and fight them. From the back entrance there of Arcades. That was seen so low. Leo still holding the close corner. That's lovely. Util responded with though the flash. And they do deal with it. 2 years. Fantastic play. Still Durka. Traded. 2v3. FNATIC players doubled up in tower. Vital pistol round. Really getting down to the bare bone elements. Aspas, do you want to try and take this fight? A bit of damage. Molly at his feet. Space to defuse. Out for year. Pressure from the back. Don't want to go for it. No time being played. Running forwards. Out for year. An absolute madman. No health left, but no time either, and it's Loud.
Let's go, FNATIC!
Big opener for FNATIC. Starting out strong here on Fracture, their map pick. And I thought that Loud had an opportunity to win that one. When FNATIC had sent all of their players arcade, and you saw Les be able to wiggle out into stairs. Tui's gets 2, Aspas with the trade. Both teams playing that pistol very well. But just not quite able to apply the same pressure.
Tidak, mereka tuh berani nih guys ya. Mereka tuh temen nge-molly, mereka tuh berani lompatin guys. Karena kan damage-nya kecil ya. Mereka banyak keluar. Molly temen tuh berani dihajar guys. Aspas nih bos. Beli mereka beli cok, mereka beli cok. Masih Aspas doang sih yang beli.
And it is really interesting that Loud picked defense side, because that was where they were struggling so much against DRX. When DRX shut this down, this double duelist idea, it was because they couldn't really contest enough on the defense side. So there's got to be a different idea here, maybe some kind of anti-strat coming out from the mind of Sadak.
Maybe just some heroics. Weapons aren't good. Loud forced to try and take some unfavorable fights. Alfia is on one right now. Bullet through the wall leaves Aspas very injured.
Hanya kosong.
And Alfia is very close to his ultimate too. It's another big thing to keep track of when you're watching FNATIC on this map, and frankly any map.
Rotate tapi nggak jadi ya guys, cuman Aspas doang.
Yeah, keep a track of those ultimates. You heard the desk talking about it too. But they are very good at being able to fight for space.
And it's Leo who's trying to sell this one. He's dragged them all towards him. A lightning rod. Attracting that ire of Loud. He will fall and he does hand over
Iya,
the gun,
di ini guys, ditipu cok.
That was their goal.
Ditipu guys, mereka guys.
Only a stinger, right? So it's not like it's a major weapon for 2E's to use. Should be easy cleanup here for FNATIC. But they're going to try and keep as many players alive as possible. They've got 2 Bulldogs and a Vandal to hold off into the next.
But in his face.
I think another big thing here, though, Brent, to keep track of for the people at home is that it's not just about them picking the ult orbs up.
Ooh.
Oh, hello, 2E's. I get a bit of confidence back, why not?
Yeah, that's decent. It also takes one of the Bulldogs, presumably, out of the hand of FNATIC. They're going to keep a Bulldog and a Vandal into the next. But what I was saying, FNATIC are not just going to be able to get ults online, but the plans that they make with those ults, the machinations of Boaster's depraved mind at times are truly unfathomable.
Anjir,
if you're going into a rank game and you see, oh, there's a Killjoy ult, oh, there's a Brimlock.
18
You have a
tahun.
good idea of what the opponent's going to do with that.
What?
Against FNATIC, they have so many unique ideas.
Beda 10 tahun sama gua, Cok.
Desk showing you the C's into Boaster's ultimate that they ran to trap players over defending sand. They have so many unique ways of being able to combo them, and it makes coming up with a game plan to prevent that very tough.
Even weaponry. It's Loud who look to try and fight back.
Lihat nih recall nih.
They have the guns, but do they have this idea? Look at this.
Oh tuh kok itu ke satu, recon satu.
Side drop, that's FNATIC. Sees over the top, latches down. Quad catching these players. Durka, fast engagement. Dives forwards, taking point. Low enough still. Now you see the orbital strike, and what is that? Goes in, the absolute difference maker. A triple when he really should have got nothing. Spike in the hands of Chronicle, looks to make a play, pushing into the spawn. Loud doing the most, no way, not a chance in hell. Leo can't be doing this. And indeed he doesn't, but listen, God, he made it precarious.
What a round from both of those players, Kawansine and Leo. That was the head-to-head, actually, that the desk was highlighting. As 2 players that had varying amounts of impact on the first map, but my God, whenever I watch Kawansine here on Fracture, it seems like he gets 3Ks constantly. This map is certainly going to be a battle between the 2 IGLs in terms of game plans, but there are plenty of opportunities for individuals to make their mark. And Loud look like they want to try and push out Dish. This is removing one of those ult orbs, clearing one side of the map, giving them some useful information. And Loud are now going to realize there's probably people under tunnel or pivoting into B.
Yep, it's the re-clear through Arcade because they anticipate this. The lockdown play in tunnel.
Do they go to break it?
Looks like they're just giving up the site. The entirety of Loud are grouped up here on the north side.
And the Nanoswarm there to defend it as well.
Still a little bit bloodied there, Boaster looking for the right angle, and here is the go button! Rolling Thunder cuts across, but stuns on stuns, no one can really gain any ground. Boombot is there. Durka pushed back away from the nade. Boaster's got his ult online, how does he want to use it? Right here, right now!
Woo, Boaster!
Catching, connecting, Stinger as well! Lets it rip and wrangles the beast! Left into the 2v3, Loud. Farm bot place, they know nobody's pushing, but waves of this utility are now going to start to come through, or at least Chronicle stun out in the open. Leo, a swing to
Gila, bagus banget Cok, FNATIC Cok.
his compatriot
Gue lagi sakit cowok, masuk angin gue. Masuk kayak asam lambung naik.
It is very difficult to beat FNATIC when they have ults online. The game plans are just immaculate with it. And over the course of this whole tournament, I have been mightily impressed with Boaster. The addition of Leo and Chronicle seems to have freed up the IGL to not have to macro as much, to think more about his own game. And Boaster's decision-making, ultimate usage, and fragging has all gone up as a result. I'm constantly impressed. A play like that where he uses his ult, swings around, grabs another. He wants this trophy. You can see it in the way that he plays. He can tell the time is nigh. He has the best opportunity he's ever had.
Never been closer than this, without the exception of that first LAN event.
And listen, he didn't get a map then, so this is already closer.
Starting off much better. Spike stuck, second guessing themselves. There was util sent flying. Loud were looking to disrupt, but they guessed incorrectly.
And these are dangerous moments because FNATIC have two players close to Durka and Chronicle. You don't want to be feeding them. Loud would love to try and keep the economy in check, but it comes at a cost.
Loud were looking to try and fight this one, but listen, never favored. Slight angle, crouch, still Durka, snaps to it. Shuts that one down. 2 years. Center's play, looking to see if he can at least take away a rifle.
Gacor nih bro, tadi 3-0 yuk.
I mean, FNATIC are not giving him anything, man. No scraps, no crumbs.
No, and FNATIC chaining all of this economical advantage into an ultimate advantage. Sure, Loud have players that are close as well and have some big ults online, but as the attacking team, FNATIC are normally going to be able to take command of the round early and impose their game plan upon things.
kena apa enggak?
Unless you see large, breach ult into spawn or Sadak doing something crazy with that. FNATIC at the end of this timeout called by their opponents are going to be able to concoct a strategy that revolves around Durka taking space with a showstopper, maybe Leo's ult combined, Chronicle for a post plant. There are just infinite varieties of things that Boaster can cook up here, and he's been given even more time to do it now with this Loud timeout.
We're looking right now at a very off-balance Loud. Off kilter, looking to regain that balance any way or form. That's what the timeout's for, but it's just so difficult. Just to reiterate what you were talking about, Josh, listen, FNATIC, there's no one who does it quite like them so far at this lock-in event, at this lock-in tournament. When it comes to coming up with those cheeky ideas, anything to just throw off your opponent.
And isn't it absurd that this team has only been playing together for the last 2 months? It is.
Pas kayaknya habis bensin bang, Durka kelebihan bensin. Aspas kayaknya capek kemarin pas lawan ini cok, pas lawan DRX habis bensinnya. Padahal udah break sehari kan. Oleh segini boleh bang, kan gue izin cok.
Looking like they want some more fun in Japan in a couple months' time. You
dua
saw a flash
ulti
of the
guys ya.
trophy there. This team is on a warpath.
Durka ada ulti
And
bisa
Loud stand in
ngusir.
their way. Many more maps potentially to be played in this series, but FNATIC are in command currently.
Oh, here we go. Similar play that we've been seeing from this FNATIC squad. That's a seize. Only so that Durka can't be punished. He's leading it in with his showstopper rocket. Will it find it? Guesses incorrectly. Less to the re-swing. Narrowly escaping, but he is being threatened. But the crosshair placement is immaculate. Leono! How does he do it? Raw potential made manifest. The backside of Horse there, still the spike is out in the open.
Like a little gift from Wingman, isn't it? Dropped into the laps of Loud. And a pretty big breakdown in terms of the coordination there from FNATIC. Had a long time to talk about how the ults were working, but Alpha was not tight enough to Durka. What is this with 50 seconds left? Calling the long rotate.
Heavy
all
rotate.
the way through spawn.
And look at this, knives out, not worried that anybody could be lurking.
Why would they be? The spike sat in front of them, no Omen ult to worry about. THOR is just watching for it. He knows there is a slim chance this play has been made.
I believe the turret might spot them as well as they come around this corner. It does. 2 years is ready. Does he expect a second? He hears it. Leo jiggle of the movement. Once more left.
He needs the ace.
So much to do. Spammable. Less in that position. Shot not found. Oh my goodness! And it's down to this. Time pressure is there. Nightfall. No more sound cues. Top of the plant. Leo, he's struggling and he just can't collect it.
Nggak klik kanan sekali, anjir.
Aspas steps up. And he finishes it.
I cannot believe that. I thought he'd done it. I thought Leo had that. So much damage done to Aspas. In some sense, the duelist for Loud is lucky to get away with it. This 2K to start things out. And then all of that damage done while Aspas was up a drop. Literally 1 HP.
Oh my.
A single bullet.
They would have done it.
But Aspas stands strong and delivers when his team needs him. That's what I mean by being the difference maker, by making a statement.
Oh.
Being an example.
Oh no. Is it Loud who want to take the fight? It is indeed. Rocket went flying. Sadak will pay for it though. 1 for 1 at that. Aspas still.
Sloppy from FNATIC.
Ulti apa, Cok, Chronicle?
As Aspas finds a pick on the north side too. Loud definitely feel like they're applying enough pressure so that FNATIC, the cracks are starting to show.
Struggling.
This is
just
now
waiting this one, Josh.
two rounds in a row here where FNATIC themselves have been making the errors to allow Loud an early advantage.
Positioning known. Still, sight not getting cleared here. Down and out. Post has worked himself into a very advanced position. Smoke found. Tries to take the fight. He doesn't wait it out. Punished nevertheless for it. Still.
Rough timing.
Advanced crossfire. Leo making sure nobody can find him from behind, but it's Loud who are converging onto this position. 4 players, and look at it. It's meticulous. No gap left on standstill. Reset, no way! And just like that, shoes on the other foot. Kaos, you can't even handle it. How did FNATIC do it? How did they pull themselves from the brink?
Leon Chronicle continue to put the super into super team. FNATIC look
Leo Chronicle pembelian yang gila sih, bro.
On all cylinders.
Gacor dua-duanya, Cok.
Round is winnable. The plant out in the open is awesome there. Just perfect territory for them to set up crossfires. The look on Sadak's face says it all.
Yep.
Pelatihnya sampai bingung anjing, ini orang bisa ya?
Some of these rounds. Pure brilliance.
Been singing the praises of these FNATIC players over and over again. Loud can't catch a break. Molly at the feet. Anchoring hard onto the site. Despite the pistols, looks like they're able to get that kill. Rifle drop down, knives, Aspas, quick reactions. Meets his foe, the opposition that is Boaster.
Jata kan, jata ke orang.
Lockdown's being used here. This has to be pushed. Loud know it. They move forwards, looking to try and fight this one. Right round the side! And it gives it the perfect angle. Chronicle. How does he remain calm in these situations? 2 years. Weak, gets out of his life. Spike reclaimed though, 50 seconds still left to work with in the round. Do they want to slow it down or do they want to take it? Looks like the plant will start to go.
Ya, apa sih plannya di situ, Cok?
Spacing is not good.
Althea trying to play directly on top of the body. And Kawanseen looks to shut it
down. Kenapa di situ, anjing?
4 in the round, a thrifty as well.
It's all of the new players to the grand final, isn't it, Brent? They all are desperate to write their own story and add a new page to the history of both of these teams.
Loud are going to be pleased. Momentum was shifting in this map, the scales tipping in the favor of FNATIC, but they respond now just to away that even scoreline. Fast again. That's the play. Spammers also catching. Alfie is so low inside the smoke. We're going to be spotting this one. It's a battle on multiple fronts still. Oh, the timing! And Aspas doesn't let it rip there, but a Rolling Thunder will catch him stunned up. There's no way he gets away with it, and indeed he does not. But look at this, FNATIC. Fast to try and bail him out. They don't expect the backstabber 2 years. Flash in the face of Leo. Reaction's not there to dodge it.
Boaster's made it winnable with that kill. He knows where the last 2 players are. Spike down, obviously, but a minute to play with. He can threaten misdirection in a lot of different ways.
Aneh.
Does he still want to take this? It's a 1v2. Spike drop down. It should be favored for Loud. Kawazine and Tuyas, the two newcomers, against the man who's had his eyes set on that long-term goal. Open yourself up. And Kawazine, there's no re-swing. There's no readjustment.
Kenapa ke situ?
A misstep. Kawazine, always the closer.
Dia udah ngeliat, gue kira dia mau multi, Cok. Mau multi dah.
Great recovery in this map, isn't it, from Loud? 3 of the last 4 rounds going their way has brought things almost level. Definitely some shakiness in FNATIC's play. They're kind of patching it up with the individual brilliance coming out from Chronicle and Leo, but overall, I think this timeout is absolutely needed.
Dua orang dibuang-buang anjir.
Because Loud are looking like the more diligent team. And I was saying that I was looking towards Aspas and Sadak to really step up in this double duelist role and show the rest of the squad how it's done. But Kawazine, he hasn't been to a grand finals before, but he's got that LAN experience from his time on NIP. 17-year-old player, showed incredible promise when he played at previous global tournaments. And just think about this. This 17-year-old guy was asked to fill the gap left by Sassy, the most veteran presence in Brazilian Valorant.
Yeah, the right
Ada nge-kill satu, Bang.
And I think Kawanzine's brought his own spin to the role. He hasn't just filled the shoes directly. He's been playing Sky and Breach, fragging and supporting, I think, in
Ini harus
equal
ini siapa? Harus apa? Harus melek, bro.
Demonstrated here on Fracture. He's helped them out in so many moments. I think you're right. He's still got that same flair where it feels like he can be that safe pair of hands, but he's willing to get active in a lot of spots.
Ini kalau dapat kayak 75 sih, enggak sih 75 sih nih. Duitnya kebalik kan gara-gara nge-throw, Cok.
And Loud have been fighting aggressively for an area of the map at least. Pushing dish, pushing tree, making things easier for them on defense. FNATIC haven't been great at stopping that so far, but they've thrived in the chaos.
The goal for them now to try and play into this. Prowler. Oh my goodness, a bit of a misstep there. There was an open opportunity. Aspas really put a stopper to that one still. Satchel up to the high ground now. How does he manage that? Rattle off the shot. Buddy up in his hands. This is a call to be made. Look at this from FNATIC. 3 of them grouped up in this morning. 4 of them actually. I correct myself, leading for that late lurker of Alpha yet. They've completely flipped the map.
Does Tuis have any idea about this? He's got to get the call, and he's forced to take a risky approach and clear out tree.
It's an injection of chaos. FNATIC looking to see if they can really start to drive a wedge between the rest of them. Still, they contain. Kawazine, so disciplined. 1 kill, backs away, doesn't give away anything else.
Very diligent cloudburst there, actually, for
Aspas dapat
Aspas.
Alpha
He repositions to get rid of Alpha, yeah. Can Durka make magic? It doesn't look like he's aware.
Doubled up, rifle spotted. Louder in control. What can Boaster do? 4 players meeting them. It would have to be a monumental play. Blinded up though, spamming the box, right to his back. And the man's gonna file it underneath him.
Aduh, gara-gara 2 poin tadi, Cok. Jadi 5 sama, anjir. Biasa aja, Bu.
Deep breaths.
And that round, it felt chaotic because of the decisions that Boaster had gone for and pathing FNATIC through spawn. But actually, the responses from Loud were really good. Tuis adjusted to it perfectly. The rest of the Loud players coming through had a nice backstab play.
Ini bisa jadi, Cok.
And even Sadak was ready to get the punish onto Durka. They dealt with that chaotic round very nicely. They've come back into Fracture, looking super strong here on their defense side, making nice adjustments after the DRX game.
Quite sublime. 5 to 5. 2 more rounds, 2 more opportunities to gain that narrow lead. Boombot in the corner. Poster dodging, weaving, seeing if he can avoid it, but he did end up having to break it.
Durka has his ult online. It's Durka and Chronicle over at Dish.
Okay.
With 2 ults to work with.
How will this fight get taken?
I mean, I think Loud just have to give the side here,
Nya,
right?
A-nya di retake guys. A-nya dilepas, bro.
I don't really think you want to be using 2E's ult to deny the plant.
That's a long-range one. Sailed across the map. No kills found, those. Turco was dropped down quite low. Plant now. Orbital strike and the stun. Chronicle. Goodness gracious me, man. Be hopping away. Survives for now. Now the Rolling Thunder, and it's a collapse. FNATIC want to fight. They don't want to make this easy. Taking back their space. Nightfall on. Lion and Plant will go down. Not too many problems. Molly missing. So many angles to watch for. So many angles to watch for. Yet it's Aspas. Consistent. And where is the layers? Where is the play? Julius holds it down. Defending the
nge-pick ya?
To his dying
Oh, ada ulti, ada ulti, ada ulti.
fall. Left up to Leo, and he just cannot maintain.
Balikin kan lu.
Loud looks so in control at this point. Baiting FNATIC into the A setup.
Aduh, mainnya kenapa ya FNATIC ya? Udah menang jauh tadi
But they
padahal.
just squeezed. They applied constant slow pressure until these FNATIC players were forced to take unfavorable fights one at a time. Look at the reaction there from Fraud. His team's got life in it. And this is why you can never count a team out. Even after they lose on their map pick, it's a BO5. There are so many moments for teams to go back and forth. A final like this is often such an emotional roller coaster. And Aspas holds his nerve this time.
That is pure disrespect. Just fully confident. Waits to see if somebody would peek behind it. FNATIC spam. Oh, they know. That probably gets used. Leo brought down to a sliver of health. Double satchel though. Durka clearing out the site, but look at where this util is. Panic. Ever so slightly. Nanoswarm popped off, but it's a closer plan. Poster won't be pushed back, but guess what? Pace injected. This is Loud looking to try and take the fight.
Is Leo fast? Leo?
Closer to the corner. Leo! Real difference maker!
Let's go.
You can't get the third, but maybe he's done enough.
Ada ulti yuk.
Certainly made it very difficult for 2E's and Aspas. I'm not sure they know about Alpia's position. And even if they do, how do you break this crossfire? The plant position's so good.
Util cleared over. The strike wasn't even waiting for the tap. More time being purchased. 3v2, Aspas in 2 years. You got to make the most of this one. It's the last round and a half. The top of it, forcing the fights. But look at the discipline. Look at the patience. FNATIC not giving them anything. Not a thing in the world.
Let's go.
They've got that extra element.
Sama bro.
Alpha year in the back pocket.
Sama dapat pistol.
6-6.
And it certainly feels like both teams are fighting tooth and nail
Ini
here.
dua duelis mereka colet nih, takernya serem nih, Jo.
Really diligent post-plant play, but Loud have also shown us some excellent stuff over this half so far. The double duelist comp has just got to find value on attack.
Double duelis mereka nih, Jo, masalahnya, Jo, ya.
Before we head into that second half, let's send it down to Doug, who's down on the floor.
Thank you so much, Brent. I'm sure you can hear it. I'm sure you can feel it. This crowd is electric. I'm standing by. Please, Sugetsu. I gotta ask you about this double comp from Loud on Fracture. Do you like it? Do you not like it? What are your thoughts on it in general?
I mean, this combination of agents is very good for attack side. Like, I can't imagine what they will do on defense. Like, I have no thoughts about this, but on attack it's strong enough.
So if you think their attack side is stronger, a 6-6 half should be pretty good.
It's not good. It's not good at all. I think they will like counting. Like they will 8-4 maximum. And on defense they will do something with pushes probably. Like T side push, city side map. I mean city spawn push. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Weird.
And it's been a very good match. Again, it's a 6-6 half. I want to ask you about FNATIC in particular, because you think about their history, and they always get to big moments, and then they fall apart. But it feels like this team is different. It seems like they have more confidence. It seems like they're far more level-headed. Having played against them, what makes them so good?
I mean, we were always losing to their new roster. Like, they were creating new roster, we're losing to them. After we're taking revenge, we can say. So for me, this roster is kind of the same as they had 2 times. So even if they will, basically we need to see when they will lose at least one map, how they will go, like in Fuser.
Yeah, last question, it's got to be quick. Who do you have winning this match?
FNATIC.
FNATIC, you heard it. He's full on FNATIC, EMEA all the way.
Iya, soalnya FNATIC dia kan EMEA juga, Cok.
Sideshow, she's all yours.
Seagate orang Rusia belum, Bang? Ukraine kalau nggak salah.
Well, confidence from Segetsu.
Kalau jatuh gua ketawa ngakak sih, guys.
And why wouldn't he be confident? FNATIC's defense side obliterated Na'Vi, and I did not see that one coming. They had so many set plays.
Anjir, Leo top frag mulu, Cok. Ini orang jago banget ya.
Quite differently in this match.
Rusia.
Sadak are playing the double duelist, looking to get up aggressive in people's faces.
And we look towards
Garut.
To be that guy
Batamu, Garut.
playing the raise. He's got to have some of that impact. Currently sitting at 2
banget,
and 11. And the IGL Sailors team to a win here. Now to find out. Second half beginning here. Lovely bit of pressure. Fault line. Loud forced to give up that space that they gained. Bit of a jiggle. Oh my goodness, Boaster. Lucky man to get away with that. 13 health, still alive in the fight.
Dua-duanya itu masuk nge-plannya gampang banget, Cok.
No clearance in tower. Not a worry in the world. Denied a plant.
Great nade.
Beautiful nade. Just bounds right into the arc. And now you see it. Fast re-clearance. B main wants to be taken. FNATIC, they're not wasting any time, but a call is made. Aspas. Sky. Running, skipping, hopping all the way through Canteen. Stun. Re-swing, not expecting it. And Boaster, oh my goodness, damage being done.
Nice banget Boaster anjing.
Pushed to his limits. Aspas, how does he want to fight that one with his teammate up in tower, sticking all the way? You gotta contest this, and they don't. FNATIC, once more the arena sounding more like a library. They have stunned and deafened.
GG sih, Cok, anjing. FNATIC ya. Pistolannya GG, Cok. FNATIC pistolannya gila sih.
But I think the crucial one is just that Boaster doesn't get cleared. The push deep into spawn should have gotten rid of Boaster.
Ini si Boaster, guys, ya. Dia nggak ngecek Boaster di kiri. Di setun. Mereka langsung putar balik kan. Wah, belakang musuhnya. Ya keluar anjing ya.
That puts crazy pressure on Loud's shoulders here.
Yeah.
Whoops. Bit of a miss there from Leo, and jeers fly out from the crowd, but massive economical disadvantage here for Loud. And I think some time for Sadak to think upon the game plan and what he can do to be able to bring this map back under Loud control after a pretty good first half.
Nice trick.
For Sadak, I keep thinking back to the quote that he had in an interview after the NRG game. That game that went to OT and pushed Sadak to his limits. He said that he almost broke down and started crying, trying to think of a solution to what was going on there.
Nice threat kill, bro.
The pressure is just so immense for these IGLs to come up with the answer. And especially when you're on such a heavy fragging roll and you're supposed to be delivering big kills and space for the rest of your team too.
So much that lies on his shoulders. The mantle of responsibility. Now it's Loud, looking to claim anything they can. They'll be happy with a couple of kills going into this one, but steadily making their way forwards. Ground gained, but they want that spike down. They want to get into that post plant. Difficult to try and re-clear this. Stray shot to the body. Leo. Lovely trade.
Itu Cok, si Boaster kena 2 kali tuh.
Watching his teammates back, and time running low.
Shouldn't be able to get this plant down. A couple of players ready to push him. And he walks into Boaster, who's holding a very safe angle. 8th round on the board for FNATIC here. And these are the kind of moments where FNATIC were cooking stuff up. Pivotal economic swing rounds.
Let's go,
like
FNATIC. Yuk,
they went
86 yuk.
aggressive. With often ultimates, although there's none on the board available for them now. But often going for some kind of, you know, Durka showstopper push into or through arcade. Doing a collapse on the south side that destroyed Na'Vi. All of this defensive aggression.
2-13 anjir.
If you look at the minimap, FNATIC are
Aspas
planning
juga
it
nggak serem-serem banget, nggak seserem kemarin, Cok.
Clash of wills, a clash of that util. Push forward, Durka. Oh my goodness, this guy is unrelenting. Haunt at the top in the tree. Does reveal the players, 3 of them there, and Alfia close, spamming it down. I was hoping for the second, but they don't quite walk into it.
Durka's so fast behind them though. FNATIC unrelenting on the flank.
And look at this, you have to try and play this poster. Will he stay alive? And he's being corralled, contained in the spawn, but post-plant setup looks quite ideal. 2 players deep onto the site for Loud. What can they do? And this smoke is difficult. Bit of spam just in case. Taking every precaution.
It's a lovely reposition. This fight, Aspas.
Oh, no way! What was Aspas looking at?
He had the timing. He had everything.
He misses the easy kill, and it's FNATIC cleaning it up. They're eating it up.
But the Killjoy lockdown. This is what I was talking about. The reposition from Les is gorgeous. Up into dish.
One detained. Flash misses. Off to the side. Time running low now. Oh my God! Rifle's not doing too much, but it is time that is the biggest enemy. Nana Swarm dropped. And all Les has got to do is survive. He knows he's claimed the round.
Beda senjata coy mereka coy. Oh nanti booster.
FNATIC look like that could have been a round 1 for them. But it's the crucial reposition.
Menang tapi bonus roundnya bonus round begitu coy menangnya.
If all of these players are flanking from the south side of the map, Dish is going to be open. A bold move, a good ultimate. Online in round 15 as well, very early to get the lockdown online. And it makes all the difference there.
Tuanzin ulti nih.
Puts pressure on the Loud economy though. Bulldog and a Guardian brought up into this. North side crunch perhaps?
Looks like it. You're still waiting for some sort of contact, maybe off the boom bot, but holding it. There's the stun. 2 years. Unfortunate position he's been forced into, but a smoke at his back. A bit more peace of mind knowing that
Diambilin cok ini cok.
tough time trying to get through it.
But all of that fighting forces Loud into a passive spot and gives the ult orb to Durka. And now he has his ultimate to deny a plant or go for a retake. As everybody on Loud, apart from Les, coalesces in arcade.
Okay, 3 orang.
Updraft dash, Aspas missing it. Aftershock making sure nobody can swing, yet it is equal trades. An even fight. And Leo
tuh bagus tuh. Leo bagus banget anjir defense-nya.
God, this guy's looking snappy. And 2 years. He knows what one of the players is, but that was that 1v2. Can't keep putting these young guns.
Leo ngeri anjir jaga site cok.
Pressure is mounting. Can he come up with it? Not going to be handed an easy one. So much to clear. And Leo.
Lihat.
He's everywhere. Say it again. Man's everywhere. Safe hands. Again, pulling them forward. A 2-round lead.
21-10 anjir. MVP lagi dia pasti anjir.
In 16 rounds. And it's not like Loud played that perfectly. Leo was offered opportunity after opportunity to take 1v1s, and he wins them. But Loud got snarled up there. Really big communication problem. Maybe the pressure or the nerves getting to them. The weight of being down and losing control of Fracture perhaps. But the timings were all off, and now they're just going to group and hope that Aspas can fly them through.
All 5 of them, Util sailing right over the edge, and a fight to be taken still. FNATIC, unable to give up any ground, unwilling to give up any ground, but it's afforded them the ult. Rolling Thunder clears and cleaves, but still there's layers to it. The Molotov at their feet, Kaosin burned to a crisp and a risky play indeed. Watched for though. Attracting the ire of Alfia, never really a comfortable position. And they know exactly where they are. This is FNATIC.
Okay, 2 digit guys.
Such a commanding lead now, momentum behind them. Looking to try and see that second map here in our grand finals.
You just saw there, Loud are going to take a timeout after this one. Another attempt at a thrifty. So their economy's still in an all-right position, but they just can't get value from the duelist players. Against so much of the rest of the field, against everybody other than FNATIC, it feels like you're getting...
Masa 3-0 sih bang, kalau 3-0 sih GG cok. Ya, crowd-nya kok diem ya?
Bala's right. Sadak hasn't been a superstar player on the race, but he's, against most teams, been very solid.
Iya guys, agak diem ya, agak-agak ini guys.
He's getting himself in good spots.
Tidak bersuara guys ya.
But 3 and 16, not able to find the duels against the individual talent of FNATIC. At the moment, he can't hold the candle. Aspas isn't quite dragging them through these rounds with his brilliance either. Loud are in a really difficult spot.
Map 3 lah bang, gue mau tidur cok. Udah jam, tuh kan udah mau jam 4 guys.
What a statement that is. It might sound superficial, but Loud itself is a Brazilian super team. Maybe that would apply more to the former roster, but even so, Kawanzine, hot prospect, Tui's star duelist player. Adding these guys all together with the Argentinian IGLing of Sadak. Some of the best the Americas has to offer.
Keluar guys sama dia e-sport, jadi gue harus pagi.
For them to be losing on an individual level is absurd.
Speaks volumes.
Ini Loud soalnya
oh yeah, and that's what you got to be careful of.
Wow, that's so close. So close. It's the same kind of stun ult play that we saw take out one of the Na'Vi players.
Tung dress yang kena, cok. Kalau 4.
No kill claim though.
Ada ulti Chronicle.
Lucky honestly as well. Still has a bit of armor intact. Chronicle, this angle is so goddamn cheeky.
And they trade one ult for another. The Brim ult being used for Chronicle to get an orb. And they maintain control of halls here for 40 seconds just based off their ultimate gameplay.
And Loud feel like they're just struggling for
Adaknya
answers.
turu.
They use an ult in kind, look to try and take some space towards a hordes, but they're shut down before they can even grab their footing. It's a noise fake. You can see them. They were charging their way over towards B, and the goal of this is to try and drag those rotations from FNATIC.
And it has opened a gap. Chronicles looking back towards the north side of the map, dropping down into a very safe anchor position with Alpha Year. Unless they get caught in transition here, just jiggle peeking, they're still going to be able to put up some resistance.
Alpha Year spotted him. Watching for it. Flash through. Forcing out the cloud burst, blocking the line of sight angles, the players flooding in, but a Nana Swarm, it blocks them, they can't follow up, and they're left stumbling, grumbling, faltering, right before they can even get through the choke.
What a shutdown that was.
Selamat tinggal laut
so quick to call for
gelapku.
help, and so diligent with their multiple setups. Look at how immediately this response was. Leo throwing a haunt down, Boaster there ready to kill Aspas and cover that angle so that everybody else on FNATIC can just face the choke point.
FNATIC tahun ini tahunnya FNATIC sih guys.
They are destroying.
Tahunnya FNATIC bro, hari ini tahun ini bro.
Toying with them almost in some of these
Gila
rounds.
sini FNATIC guys ya.
Word we use frequently actually over the course of this
Ngeri anjir, lima-limanya main semua cuy.
Making some of the best teams at this event just look like they don't even stand a chance at times. This is Loud. Listen, they didn't have an easy path to get here to the grand finals. Theirs was full of issues. But there has been that raw individuality that sometimes sails them to calmer waters. Can they do it again in this round? The bye's weaker. Aspas was good to claim the first opening, but there was that instant response again. Left into a 4v4. Tap of the spike. Hoping they can force out the util. There's the C's and the nade.
And this looks like a cancel from Sadak. Getting fed information by less. But he's got to know that Althea is still around here. He can hear the turret, and the alarm bot's still up. It's a great shot, but just too far away. Althea survives on 5 HP, and that could be pivotal.
Absolutely brutal. Backs away, survives. Bit of spam. Les has worked himself into the angle, and despite being so low, making plays. Skipping a hop through. FNATIC are so quick to plug up any sort of gaps in the defensive protocols.
The help comes instantly, and Aspas on a bit of a lurk play, left to pick up the pieces.
One tap anjing sama dia, Cok.
Left has to be the most. No time to waste. Spike out in the open. Spam angle, 7 bullets, and he just doesn't anticipate it. Clearance is there, but as soon as the shot's fired, Durka, confidence in bounds, and this is FNATIC once more crawling
2-0 sih udah fix. Udahlah, gue tidur guys, udah pasti menang guys.
Steamrolling their way to that map point. There has been no chance for Loud in this half.
Time to sleep, sleep,
Defense side, they put up some resistance.
Time to sleep.
On attack,
sekarang jam 3.
FNATIC's ability to control the map
pas 7 jam
has just proved far too much for them. The ultimate cycle.
Mulai kalau ngantuk, gue cuma tadi janjinya cuma satu map ya.
And a reminder, FNATIC obviously have still yet to drop a map at lock-in. And I don't think it's happening here.
FF Rodi aja guys ya.
It would have to be 5 rounds from Loud. Try and get a semblance
Vlog
of
abang,
OT,
iya vlog.
and they just can't quite come up with the answers, because how can you against this, man?
Look how many different defensive setups there are. How many trap plays and layers. This team has only had a few months together.
They look so well put together. The firepower, the strategy, made manifest here on the brink of winning. Second map in the grand finals. Nightfall only tags onto the one, pushes them back, but it just feels like Loud.
Yalah, langsung lah, 2-0 lah.
Forced error, someone just gets into their sight line.
Kelihatan tuh.
Aspas is the man to watch for.
Hitungannya udah 3 map lu sama yang tarik. Iya sih.
They're going to be able to hear this one. So FNATIC still uncertain as to where this is trying to land. Spike finally being picked up, though. Les has got himself into a forward position. Could be a real thorn in the side, but he's cleaned up nevertheless. Spike has to go down here. Lockdown in play. FNATIC might be looking to try and close up this map. But right pretty both. Oh my goodness.
It's a good nade though to take out the lockdown.
3 players left standing. Loud trying to hold on. Any sort of grip they can get onto this series. Aspas is good. He equalizes it in a 3-on-3 fight. Flash dodged. But FNATIC are scaling, taking that space onto the site now. How does this get taken? Stun across. Chronicle! 2 found. Aftershock pushes them away, but it's all too little. And all too late.
Akan hilang.
Out for year with all the time in the
Pindah
world.
ke
And that is just brutal.
Satu map lagi pasti 3-0. Kita percaya adanya 3-0. Terima kasih teman-teman yang sudah nonton. Kita nge-rate siapa, cok?
As FNATIC bully their way through.
Guys.
No resistance from Loud in that half. None whatsoever. 2-0 up in the series and 1 map away from Chronicle lifting his second.
Gue ngeliat orang ganteng sedunia guys ya, oke? Kita ketemu lagi di next stream, oke? Gue mau ngeliat orang ganteng sedunia guys. Sampai jumpa, see you and bye bye.